So here we are behind me. We have the Human Rights Monument. It turns out that I guess things were canceled today. There was supposed to be an Arab/Christian protest here today, so I was told. So it was either canceled and we didn't find out about it, or they're running late, which I don't think so because they said 1 o'clock and there's absolutely nothing going on yet. So I really don't know what to tell you. I am going to be meeting with a new friend I met last night shortly, once he gets himself prepared, and we're going to go to Market Square and we're going to see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. He wants to do a bunch of preaching to the alphabet community, to the LGBT, to the pride community, and I'm going to record it to give him some safety, because usually he gets embarred when he's by himself. So I told him, well, if he wants, I'll go with him and I'll do some recording, and we'll see what happens. So I'm not really sure what to tell you, except for I apologize for misinforming you, making you think there's going to be something going on here when there actually is not. So you can see in the comment section of who informed me and also who informed him. So I guess they have just forgotten to cancel it and let us all know. Yeah, potentially, RV. I don't think so, though. There would have been some kind of announcement, I would think. This is the Human Rights Monument here. So this would definitely be a good spot to protest against human rights that are getting squashed a little bit. So I don't really know what to tell you. I'll probably just hang out for a bit longer and wait for Pablo. So I did hear over at the hill that there are a few bikes over there, because today was going to be Rolling Thunder, but it got canceled due to, well, you can see probably the sky here. It's pretty gray. They're expecting some rain. There we go. Expecting some rain. So the Rolling Thunder was canceled and rescheduled for, I think, August sometime. So there's a little bit of, well, the Ottawa Freedom Fighters are definitely at the hill. They're there every Saturday, 12 to 5. So we might cruise over there for a bit until Pablo gets out of bed. And then once he's ready, we'll go over to Market Square. So how's everybody's Saturday going so far? Yeah, Chris is over hiding in the trees over there because he doesn't want anybody to see him. The only guy at the so-called protest. Coffee and cats. Sounds nice. I was working on making a video for our Afghan friend there this morning. I didn't get it done though. A lot of work when you're editing videos. Hence why I like to do lives instead. But I guess when you do lives, you get caught with this kind of stuff happening. So, just around all the government buildings here. Definitely does not seem to be a protest. Got all freshly shaved and everything for this one today. Did my hair. What's going on? Well, there's one Arab. There's two. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do not have a protest going on here today. Yeah, Rob, the protests seem to be spurring up all over the place. A lot of people are not happy with pushing this stuff on the kids. And of course, the pride community says that it's all transphobic and homophobic, when in reality, it is not that at all. It's just the fact of when you show kids a bunch of shiny stuff, they're generally going to lead in that direction. So it's indoctrination of the children. Keep it simple. Thanks, Common Storm. Well, you know, the more religious people that come out and make their stand. Hopefully, eventually, the school boards and the government are going to have to change their evil ways, really. That's my 2 cents anyway. But I don't know, you guys probably can't see it, but almost every store, every street you go down around here, it's all pride flags. It's everywhere. So it'll be exciting when they make it all Pride season instead of Pride month. We'll get this every day, everywhere. You got that right, Cornell. I think we just need more brave souls that have kids that are going to be going to school to be able to, strong enough hopefully, to stand up and say this isn't for my kids. And you know, I was talking with a friend yesterday, and if this keeps going like this, I tell you, there's going to be good money in opening up a private school. A lot of people will start wanting to put their kids in private school where they can actually have a say on what they're getting taught. All right, so I tell you what, I'm going to bail on you for now, even though I see you guys are all starting to chat with each other. I want to get a hold of Pablo, see what he's doing. I'll go over to the hill and see if there's anything going on there. If there's anything worth firing up the camera, I'll do that. It's only about a, I don't know, 10-15 minute walk from where I'm at now. But it definitely looks like to be a dud. Nothing going on. So that kind of sucks. I was actually expecting a potential confrontation today. We saw what happened a week ago here in Ottawa when the Muslims and the Christians and other concerned folk all did an anti-protest to the protest. It was quite an event. So we were hoping to help document such an event today. But it looks like we are SOL. Yeah, it's quiet. It's quiet. All right, so I guess what's your thoughts? Should we just shut her down and see if I can go find something else interesting to stream? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Are we all bored at home watching our TV or our phones? I didn't bring a tripod today. Just my gimbal. Stream the walk. You guys want to go for a walk with me? Oh gosh, Terry, that sucks. Trudeau's calling it Pride season already, prepping us for next year. That's bad news. Astra, you want to go for a walk with me? All right, well, let's do it then. We got 2 yeses. We're going to go for a walk over to the hill and see what's going on. All right, Melly, let's do it. We'll give you a reverse view so you're not staring at me. Oh, I had a pint last night. I'm good for a while. I'm on limited pints. All right, let's just go get my gear and we'll go for a walk. Hell no to the Pride season. Looks like a couple protesters have arrived, but they're not the Arab community we were expecting. Okay, just hang tight. Just gonna have to get my gear on so we can go mobile. A little cool today, about 20 degrees. Cloudy, breezy. I put a jacket on. to the hill. Doesn't look like a protest here today, so sorry to everybody that was looking forward to witnessing this. Whoops. As I said, it's a little windy today, so the wind just threw you on the ground. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to hold on a sec. Well, bear with me just one moment while we get the gear back set up again. Bear with me. It's gonna flash on and off for a second, guys. Just hold on a sec. Yeah, you're right. There goes the phone. Fortunately, I've got a good case on it. All right, hold on a sec. It's gonna flash on and off, but we'll be back in just a second. Okay, perfect. All right, we're back in business. Like I said, it's pretty windy today. You guys will let me know if it gets too much on the microphone and too bad on your ears. But here were a couple people that came for the protest, but it was supposed to be over here, and I don't see anybody. So let's go for a walk. We're gonna go tour onto the hill. We're waiting for Pablo to get back to us, see what he's up to. He was gonna do some preaching over in Market Square and see if he can find some trouble over there. Good day. Assume we think it's canceled?
Yeah, it seems so.
I'm just gonna head over to the hill then. They decided
apologies to everyone.
Hey, yeah, no worries.
A lot of balls in the air on these ones.
Yeah, hopefully they didn't read the description and then they won't know it was you.
Yes, exactly.
Nah, we're just gonna walk over the hill
take
and then I think Pablo that I met yesterday,
Yeah.
he said he's gonna come out later this afternoon.
Oh, nice.
Gonna see if he can cause some trouble over in Market
yeah,
Square.
Okay, yeah, I'll get into some trouble with you guys.
So I said I'd throw some camera work for him and
Good.
help him
Yeah, good.
defend off the police if they show up.
Yeah, well, also just having the camera on for the interactions that are sure to ensue is going to be.
Yeah.
Be gold.
Yeah, I don't know if he's having troubles getting out of bed and how much he drank last night, but
Oh, he probably got really
He had a
mixed
few.
up.
I don't know how bad. It seemed all right to me.
I remember walking here on Canada, or walking here with James Cobb on this road. This is the big thing I like.
I had to cut out early that day. I was like dying.
I was dying too, man.
But what I didn't know at the time was I was diabetic and my blood sugar was up at about 25.
You know what I did?
I was literally dying.
You know what I did? I took the LRT. I took the train. People looked at me like, "How the hell did you get so?" I took the train. I did the 30 kilometer march.
I did intend on coming back, but the reason why I left was I was dying of having to go pee.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find a bathroom.
I just pissed outside. I mean, sorry, the live stream's on, but I don't care. I don't care, trolls. We gotta go. We gotta
Oh, the internet stuff. Like, I'll go in a park, sure. I won't go in there and somebody's back there.
I was on my bicycle that day,
Where? Me
live
too.
streaming it.
Me too. I wasn't streaming it, but I was on my bike.
I took a lot of pictures that day. Well, look at Buddy.
I was getting dirty looks because I was riding my bike and it was like, okay, I'll walk, whatever. I know about you. Did you get that too?
No, maybe not. I was one-handed with the camera in one hand and the bike in the other, so...
What's it gonna be like on Canada Day?
No, I wasn't walking. I was riding.
Oh, yeah.
Riding one-handed, so maybe I got respect for that.
Or maybe you were just paying attention to everything else so you didn't notice any looks.
My first clue thought why it was canceled today.
Look out. Look. And you're live too. That would have been not great.
My first clue that the protest was canceled today was when I showed up and there was no cops here. because usually you know something's happening when the police are already here in advance. It's usually a pretty good indicator. So we're just heading down Elgin. There's the Lord Elgin Hotel over there. We're heading back to Parliament Hill to see what's going on. One nice thing about being here on a Saturday, it's free parking. I parked a little close to a fire hydrant today, so hopefully my truck is still there when I get back. There's a Aboriginal War Veterans monument there. Oh, we're losing the group. Safety in numbers, safety in numbers. So I met Pablo yesterday. He showed up at the hill there and riding a scooter with a pride flag with a sign. And when he first showed up with his pride flag, I thought, oh boy, here we go. But then his sign was saying something totally different about, I forget exactly what his sign said. Maybe it said not in schools or something. We'll see today. He's got a couple different signs to trigger the folk and to try to get a conversation out of them. These guys have long legs.
Please don't throw rocks. Don't look at me.
Wow. Interesting. So as you can see, we're coming up on the War Memorial. That's just down there. Well, we'll be here another 2 weeks, so maybe there will be a protest within that time. We'll cruise up this way. Oh, cops got the streets closed over there. Hey, Chris. Seems to be a lot of cops going in that direction, eh?
No, that's transit security.
Oh. What was that just went through the intersection down there?
That was fire, I think. So, I mean, that would be an emergency, though.
Okay.
That's special constables for the bus.
Looks like something's going on down there then.
There was an injury, right? They said fire. They're off to do
Yeah. Was that a first raindrop I just felt?
Yeah.
Or did you say an S letter and spit on me? Holy shit. Flying squirrel.
Flying squirrel.
Well, I guess if it does start raining, I'll have to stop the live stream because I didn't bring my umbrella. Oh, yeah?
The Forbidden Woods as well.
See, this is what I like hanging out with you. You know everything.
Also a ridiculous name for the
Well,
Look at the sperm on this thing. What's up with that? On the side of the building.
it could be tadpoles.
Oh, maybe. Without my mind in the gutter. Yeah. Next comes the Ukraine flag. They light this thing up like a
They'll
Christmas
have the
tree.
Ukraine flag up
Yeah,
there.
tadpoles. Oh man, brutal.
They'll have the Ukraine flag up there.
Yeah.
The Zelensky corruption flag.
Oh, boy.
Oh, $500 million of your tax money? Oh, really?
That'll be over soon.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think by August, it's either going to be over or NATO's going to have to jump in. By August, man, the last amount of retrained individuals are going to be slaughtered, and NATO cannot hide it from us any longer. They're going to have to either join in the war or face up to us and say, "Oh, we made a mistake, spent all your money."
Not enough Ukrainian soldiers left to sacrifice.
No, this last round they're sending in,
Yeah, and
After
the
that,
Russians
it's over.
And the Russians, I mean, like you look at all the time wars they fought, man, they will keep sending people.
No one has ever successfully invaded Russia.
Yeah.
You're not going to shut them down. Not with a little. That would be like Canada fighting the U.S.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
We'd get slaughtered.
Yeah.
We put up a little bit of a fight, especially if the rest of the world was giving us ammo.
Yeah. Well, that would help a little bit because we don't have much ammo.
Yeah.
Any now.
But just sheer numbers alone.
Yeah, exactly. Like enough people with sticks could take we got 100 times. Oh yeah, I felt the drop there.
Yeah, I've got a couple on the forehead, but I got a big forehead for landing zone anyway.
Call that a 5-head then.
It was funny, a few weeks ago, I was doing a draw for a $100 credit card for Jeremy Kenzie, that little event he had.
Okay, yeah.
And I happened to catch the back of my head on camera for maybe the first time. I noticed that big bald spot.
Oh yeah. You never see it normally.
I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, it's interesting. I've kind of gotten used to seeing myself on camera now, but at first it's really bizarre because you're flipped from the way you think you are.
Yeah.
I thought my nose was crooked the other way.
Yeah, and I'm very rarely on camera. So I figure, what the heck you want to look at me for? Oh, some Iranians.
Oh yeah, so there was a group of Iranians here, I think it was last week, and some members of the IRGC, like 3 big thugs, man, showed up.
Oh, really?
And started just ripping into them, yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, we'll go see what their signage says. Yeah, we'll see you over there. Thanks again. Oh, well, we're just gonna go over here, and there's a couple Iranian protesters still out here doing their thing. Not that there's probably a whole lot of interest, but can't really read some of it anyways. But always people protesting. I don't know what the advantage is of protesting when the government's not even working. So there, as you know, is Trudeau's office. So I know there's a few more people watching now. I just want to apologize for the misinformation I gave you. I was led to believe there was going to be a protest today with the Arabs and the Christians against the pride ideology that's getting forced down our children's throats, and ours too. But you know, most of us are able to just puke it back out again. But the kids, you know, they don't, right? They see shiny stuff and they are attracted to it. So once again, I apologize. That has apparently looks like been canceled. Maybe due to rain. I don't know. There's a little bit of rain right now, like the odd little spit on my forehead, but that's about it. So there is the dirty Trudeau's office. One of the dirtiest buildings here. Very suiting for Mr. Corrupt Dictator Trudeau. Wonder how long this guy is going to be our dictator. I hope we can figure out a way to get this scum out of office. Fortunately, we're still in a free country that I can say that for now and not get labeled for hate speech and stuff. But Chris was saying there's an overhang over here we can hang out in where we won't get the camera wet. So we'll have to wait and see. As you can see, the skies are pretty gray today. And of course, we've got the Ottawa Freedom Fighters just coming up here at the intersection of Metcalfe and Wellington, all doing their thing. Really nice strong breeze today. It'll make the flags look nice. I don't know, there seems to be a bunch of people up there on the hill. Almost looks like they're lined up for something. I don't know. I bought some new shoes the other day to help out with the sore feet with all these footsteps I've been putting in. And they're super bouncy. And I think I can even see it on the with the gimbal. So hopefully it's not too bouncy for you guys. What time we got now? 10, almost quarter after 1. Morning. CEO, the Global Climate Change Sunday Law. All right, Rob. I'll still stick around, wait for you. Oh wow, these guys really got the banners out today. Quite a few people up on the hill. I don't know what they're all doing standing around up there for. So some are actually dancing, having a good old time. Oh, there's some Arabs up there. Maybe we were in the wrong spot. I'm not 100%. I don't think so though. We definitely found all the cops though. The PPS is here. Let's go see what Johnny Rowe's saying today. Sounds like he's hammering on someone. Oh, we got Mr. Fox here today. We met him a couple months ago when Antifa was trying to get all over us. Oh, our Afghan friend's still there, sitting on the ground down there. Maybe we'll go say hello to him as well. How about that for signage? Where's the pedophiles today, Mr. Fox?
I believe they're in one of these buildings, or maybe they're not in one of these buildings, but they will return to one of these buildings. They're everywhere.
Maybe they're taking the weekend off?
Well, a lot of them hide behind their the rainbow mask and flag, which is really a genital mutilation flag. That's what that is. I saw on the highway the customs and immigration building. You know, the customs immigration building right on the highway. They have the LGBT flag, the genital mutilation flag. They celebrate genital mutilations, everybody. That's what that flag means. This Fox onesie is so that you can see me and come up and ask me questions and get important answers like the one you just heard.
How does that make you feel to see that flag up on the immigration building?
It makes me feel like I have a job to do. And no rest for the wicked.
Thank you very much for the energy.
Yeah, I'm bloated. Drake Eastwood, everybody. I'm Drake Eastwood. Drake like the rapper, Eastwood like the actor. You can just search that. I'm the most prolific Drake Eastwood there is. As you can hear, I put my southern accent back on because I am in full character. So when you see me like this, my name is Drake. My pronouns are Fox, Fox South. And you must respect my pronouns or it's a hate crime. You know, use woke against woke.
All right, there you go. You've had it. You got it. Straight from his mouth.
Yeah, straight from the fox's mouth.
Straight from the fox's mouth. Can't deny it.
Yeah. Are you Canadian living?
Yeah. Are you living Canadian?
Yeah, I live in Canadian. West End Canadian.
Yeah, I'm back for a couple weeks.
Nice.
Hang out with you folk.
I must have subbed you back during the Truckers
You think?
or Rolling Thunder last year, one or the other.
Yeah.
Because you were in my subscription the other day when I saw you down here,
Oh, I see.
talking to a guy who hasn't eaten or drank any water in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're just gonna
Guess he
go say
collapsed.
hello to him now.
Oh, he's still good? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I
Tell him
see.
to eat or drink something.
Nah, he's not willing, man. That would defeat his purpose.
Not good.
I tried to say, hey, at nighttime sneak a little something because you gotta live,
Yeah, you do.
But, he's getting attention because he's dying.
yeah, the wrong kind of
Like, if
attention.
you see him just standing there, he's up against the wall like this. And so I'm making a little video for him this weekend. I'm gonna try to tag
You know what they say?
Sean Fraser.
The master will appear when the student is ready. Sounds like his master is a tall glass of water.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, good luck to him.
Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
All right, so I don't know if you guys have met Drake Eastwood yet, Mr. Fox, but he's here. He's doing his Saturday thing with the crowd. He's against the alphabet community, being out here and protesting their stuff into the children, as you heard in his own words. I won't try to redo him. We're just gonna go check on our Afghan friend, see how he's doing. He's all hunched over. That sucks. We just passed a couple people that are part of the LGBTQ plus division sign, multiplication sign community. Or an easier way to say it would be the Alphabet Club. Let's go see how he's doing. And then we'll go back and check out the other guys.
You fucking monkey sexual fucking bullshit.
Well, that gentleman has a few interesting words to say, as you probably just heard. There's quite a few interesting folk in this city, especially in the market square where we're going to be going later. I believe we're going later. Who is Dude Cornell? Oh, there's some more raindrops. I don't mind the occasional raindrops. Oh, there's more of it. So I'm not going to put this guy's face on screen. As you know, he's trying to protect his family back in Afghanistan. He's concerned if he gets recognized online doing what he's doing, then they'll get harmed even more than the trouble he's already caused them by helping out the Canadian military. So we're just going to sneak up on him here. Good day, sir. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. You're still at it?
Yes, I'm just
I thought we'd come check in on you. I'm just hanging out here with these guys down the street.
yeah. I want to go there to just share my little bit story with them, if it's possible to help.
Yeah, you should carry your sign around and
Yeah.
go see if you can talk to me if you got any energy. But yeah, so you're still here anyways. I'm glad to see it. Glad to see it. We'll see you again on Monday morning. I started working on your video this morning.
Thanks.
It's a lot of work, so I'll probably get it done tomorrow. My day off. Okay, we'll see you soon. You got umbrella or anything? Okay. It's starting to come down. All right, so there's our Afghan friend. Seems like a really good guy. Everybody's out on the scooters today. Oh yeah, here comes the rain. I should have brought my umbrella. There, how about that vocal for you? There's some bad stuff on your eardrums. You can now see why I'm not a singer. All right, let's cross the street. Maybe it's drier on the other side of the street. I hear some F Trudeaus. We must be heading in the right direction. Let's do a quick little pan here for you. I'm not sure what all the buildings are, so I won't try to tell you about them. The only one I know is the House of Commons right there. That's the one we're hanging out in Monday to Friday. That almost looks like Brian's vehicle. Here's someone rocking their flags. We'll have to find out that spot where Chris said there's coverage, so we're not getting wet. I can take a minute and read some messages. Here comes one of your Ottawa Patriots. Here comes a couple of them. Good morning, afternoon, guys. Afternoon, I mean. How are you feeling after your yesterday? Feeling good?
I rarely sleep,
I was under the influence there was going to be a protest today.
I'm supposed to, but there's no one else.
Yeah. Maybe next time.
There is one.
Where?
It's at the Gunnarson Street.
Okay, I'll ask Chris. He'll know about it, right?
I can show you the poster if you want to show your audience too.
I'm not sure how well it'll transfer. So something going on at the school board, eh? Yeah, I don't know how visible that'll be, but it could be.
So it says OCSB School Board 570 West Hunt Club Road 1 to 2 June 19th, 2023. Parents and students against student indoctrination.
You say what time?
1 to 2.
1 till 2, eh? That sounds interesting. Yeah, when I'm done streaming here, I'll come by and get a picture of that. Thanks, man. Oh, we're almost standing in front of the trucks and stuff. I better watch out. Aaron Russo, FRID human implant chip. 15 City. Just over here, you can see our buddy Terry there, Terry Fox Monument. Well, that one's in French. Let's see what the English one is saying. Not a convenience, social credit. Yeah, that's that implant.
We're still here.
Not sure where this dry spot was they were talking about.
Tow the trucks. You can arrest us. You can seize our bank.
Oh, we got the cops over
here.
Oh, they pulled up on Buddy's truck.
You can't stop us because we stand for a future of freedom. We stand for justice.
Got the cops here, probably gonna try to tow this guy's truck.
Canadians will have their lives destroyed.
This guy in the red shirt here, he's our youngest subscriber on the old Free Canadian.
Lies and corruption that lead a way of destruction.
How you doing today?
Good, you?
Good, good. Are you okay for your parking?
Yeah, we're fine. Communicating, complying, and because we don't want no trouble, we just want to spread a message. And, yeah, it's cool today.
I was wondering if he was there because of your car.
No, well, they asked the questions why and this, and that's part of the communication. So, because I use my truck like my voice, because I didn't sign on this. It's the people who's got voice. Some of them put prayers, their name. I know folks gonna do. He's on there a lot, but
I guess he's just trying to make sure that you're not planning on staying next week. You're gonna go home today.
Today is our 504th day of testing because they never came out to talk to the truckers and that. And, some people never left. on one of them.
Did you stay out late last night? Did you get the drunk on you wanted? You're saying you're gonna think about getting pretty drunk last night?
Oh yeah. Sometimes I say a lot of stuff. I don't do it, but drinking. I used to drink a lot, but not anymore. Like this, when I'm doing something, I don't feel like too much drinking. I'll probably drink after I'm done all this.
Think we're gonna get too?
I want to keep my head and I want to get in trouble.
Straight delivery.
You gonna offer him a puff too, or?
He's not allowed. He's gonna have to wait 30 days before coming back on the.
Yeah,
Because in New
he got
Brunswick,
time off for bad
the cops are allowed because it's legal. But
are they really?
yeah,
Okay.
but the only thing is they can't work for 30 days.
30.
Yeah, because they gotta get it out of your system.
Wow.
Because they take blood tests.
So they
to
want to
do
go on suspension so that they can take a few days, smoke a joint, and come back in a month or whatever.
Yeah,
I wonder if it's paid time.
probably not.
No.
Probably not. No.
All right, we'll see you around.
Did you go down there?
Yeah.
At
At
Muslim,
the yeah.
Muslim,
There was nobody there.
Nothing
but
there.
apparently there was some confusion in the
well, here's a good spot.
It is.
Why? Where were they? They were here.
There's 220 Elgins.
Oh. Oh, there's an east and west or something, north and south, I guess.
Something like that, I guess.
Wow. I wonder if they are gonna come back.
I don't know the details. It's up for the web referendum. I'm not willing to walk down there again for that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking, right?
I already did that and back. Oh, fuck that.
Nobody home.
Oh, it's a nice day today.
Oh, it's perfect. Perfectly. Perfect.
What, 19? 18? 19 temperature?
Yeah, they say it's gonna. They say it's gonna get. Yeah. I heard they said 20 max.
My air conditioner's stuck on 17. I think it's warmer than my room, so 18.
Well, they thought that the air protests might be starting. I guess there's some confusion, and they're thinking that people might be heading over there and getting her going on. But I think at this point in time, I'm not sure if we plan on going there or not. Good day, gentlemen. Fix that lovely hair.
Well, I still have it.
Hey, right on, Mr. G. I'm sure these guys are going to be here. I think they said they hang here from 12 to 5, right? Starting to get a little wet. So we should be okay. And my case is somewhat waterproof. Just a matter of you guys letting me know if a drop gets on the lens and the picture turns to crap, then you got to let me know. Oh, you know another thing I got to do actually is I've got to plug in my modem before that disconnects. So let's find a place we can put the camera down and give you guys a view while we go ahead and make sure our modem's plugged in. Great. That guy's letting his sneezes go. Okay, hold tight for a second. Hopefully the camera doesn't drop again this time. All right, so we got a little bit of a view here. I just got to go and, like I said, and plug my modem in. Ooh-wee, battery was almost dead. Good timing, Paul. Good thing you remembered. You guys would have got disconnected. Thought I got attacked again or something. That's happened more than once where I've been in the middle of a hot environment and then my modem died on me, having no more Wi-Fi signal. All right, we're plugged in. Let's see if I brought my tape to make sure it stays plugged in. Now that thing I definitely don't want to get wet. No. So it sounds like we might have a protest going on Monday. At the Ottawa School Board. So I'll see if I can get more information on that, and then maybe I'll go there. I'll come here at the Hill Monday morning. I gotta bring our Afghan friend in here a chair, like I said I would. And then around noon we'll take off to the school board, because apparently there's going to be a protest there between 1 and 2 o'clock. I'll try to see if I can get that confirmed this time, so I not be a spreader of misinformation. Just getting our gear hooked up here. Just double check. All right, we look good, we look good. Should have been my GoPro away. So hopefully you guys are entertaining each other in the chat room. We'll walk around a bit once we get this stuff put away. Feeling that lady was part of the alphabet community. Alright, I think we're packed up and good to go. We're going to take sunglasses off. See, it doesn't seem to be extremely bright. All right, here we are. Elgin Street, Parliament Hill, as you know. Thought we were going to be protesting today, but turns out we're not. Hopefully, Pablo's going to be getting connected with us this afternoon, and we'll go over to Market Square. And I don't know if you guys have been to Market Square before, but whole bunch of shops and stores and attractions and a whole lot of people. So I'm thinking, or Pablo's thinking, that'd be a great place for him to do his thing, which is to try to communicate with the Pride community. And I think the proper wording would be to communicate. It could be antagonize. I'm not 100% sure. I think we're going to find out potentially, hopefully. We will see what his whole game is. And basically, he said one of the things he's always concerned about is when he does it, he never has any kind of, often any camera guy. So he ends up getting abused and no record of it. So we offered and said, yeah, well, we'd be happy to come out with you. Absolute joy. Probably could have plugged in my phone at this point in time, but we should be good for another hour or so. Blackjacks. Drake, I heard there might be a protest on Monday.
School board on Hunt Club.
Yeah?
I'll try to go. I did go through the Catholic school board system myself, so maybe I should be there. 875 Yeah, right across from Canadian Tire.
875 Hunt Club Road?
Yeah.
All right.
Right there.
Lots of parking?
Oh yeah. Just parking Canadian Tire.
Well, I don't know. They're not very friendly these days.
Well, it's everything, right? There's so much stuff there. There's even a weed scare there. Yeah. Well, remember when there's...
Yeah, I get it from all sides.
The mouth fills up when the brain is empty. Or the mouth fills up when the head is empty, right?
Freedom. Hey, wow, that was fast.
So, what? You called me, I was right down there. Meanwhile, I've been there for like 5 minutes.
Oh, I see. I thought you were still at home.
Looking for you, and I'm like, I didn't see you. You were behind the flag, I guess.
Yeah, just walking around, man, doing the thing, giving people some stuff to look at. Woo!
The world is upside down.
I guess that's the common thing people keep telling him.
Yep. Meanwhile, their world is upside down and they don't notice.
Well, because they're in a low vibration of emotional state, right?
So everybody goes by this guy, is letting him know that his signage is upside down. And his reply is, the world is upside down. So once the world rotates itself, this sign would be correct.
After everything they've done to us, and we're still laughing.
Oh yeah, I won't hold my breath.
Put up with all the bullshit and we're still laughing.
Jeff. Oh, I thought that guy looked familiar. I thought I'd say his name to see if he looked over at me. Our Afghan friend looks a lot in better condition today. I'm assuming he's had something to eat. You guys recognize that face? It's a little messed up though. I don't want to mess with it. It might fall down. I think that's supposed to be our Klaus Schwab buddy. Or maybe Bill Gates. I'm not even sure. I think it's Klaus Schwab. Klaus Schwaber. Got a sole police officer over here keeping an eye on us. Just behind that lady. Oh, Soros. Thank you.
my shit. Look at that pig just sitting there, just watching. Yo, is yours ringing also?
Think about how the Chinese do. The Chinese do everything over 100 years. We're here thinking 1 year at a time. They're thinking 100 years at a time. They're still exacting vengeance for the open.
This gentleman is the trucker that never left. His name is Brian. He's the gentleman sitting down there. I'm gonna cross the street and get a view of this side of the street once it is safe to do so.
That was the first exposure. I remember telling you about this when we were over at the shawarma place that day.
All things happen since then. Singers with the neighbors. A lot of people.
That looks like a fun vehicle. So we just heard from Pablo. I'm not sure if that interrupts the live stream or not when I get a text message, but I just got a couple of them. Pablo letting us know he still needs a little bit, so sounds like he is en route. So once we're done here, or once he gets here, we'll head on over to the market. A bit of a walk from here, but he mentioned it's hard to park over there, so maybe I'll just have to suck it up and walk it and stop being a whiner. Holy Toledo. That is the, I didn't get to get it on camera, or that person, but that is the skinniest person I have ever saw in my life. The only time I saw somebody that skinny was pictures of the Holocaust. I'd love to see this one in front of making an extended so that we can get rid of that copyright music, but in front of Trudeau's office. Can't get a real good shot of it, I guess. Might need to back up a bit. Kind of in a restricted zone here, I think, inside the fence line. Living on the edge. Whoops. There it is anyways. No, the truck in the building. Well, yeah, your back was in there too, but wasn't the intention. Unfortunately, yeah, there's cameras taping us all around. Unavoidable. A lot of mixed emotions from the locals here, and the she's pretty proud, walking around with her pride cup.
White Tesla.
Oh, is that what that is? I heard you guys calling them out yesterday.
So for white Teslas you get 1 point, colored Teslas you get 2, and then if it's like a wrap Tesla or a weird color that you've never seen, you get bonus points.
What about a Tesla Semi?
We haven't seen one yet.
Oh, I know, but
They're
what's...
100 points.
Yeah, that's got to be 100.
I called it already. I said if someone sees one, get 100.
Yeah, you know...
A tractor trailer Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would never think about it. Half your trailer is gonna have to be freaking batteries to keep that thing going to go long hauling.
Look at the doggies, man. They like freedom. That's a big sucker, too.
Having a good time? I see. Good. Perfect.
That's a natural smile, my friend, not medicated.
We're a nice big family up here. The only way to destroy us if we win.
I get it on camera here. I'm walking across, trying to get myself run over for a lawsuit, but no, it didn't happen. Well, at least the rain stopped. That's good. Here's a look up on the hill. Not much to see. Some people over there dancing, having a great time. Swinging. I don't hear any music, but maybe they don't need music. All right, let's just take a moment's break from walking around in circles. Give you a little view of Mr. Fox here, trying to work his hacky sack. He's not doing a very good job.
Welcome.
Oh, he's on a roll. I tried looking to see who you were talking about. Well, the only one I saw was a woman.
We're still here 504 days later, 504 continuous days of resistance. 504 days of resistance to the terrible tyranny. The lies and corruption that never seem to end. Lies and corruption that's in the wake of destruction, desolation, despair, and death all around us because of lies and corruption. Lies and corruption that only exist because of our terrible, obscene indifference. You know, indifference only serves the oppressor.
I did see one person, but I thought that was a woman.
What is the name of the teacher that teaches indifference? What school claims to teach that it is reasonable or moral to ignore suffering, crime, lies, pain, and corruption? What teaches this? What school teaches this?
Great documentary. What is a woman? Adult female human. Does that keep it simple enough? Well, here we are, people watching again. You can see there Turdo's office with his pride flags hanging proud. Considering allegedly Turdo's a pedophile anyway, so I'd love to get the hands on the video that they're using to blackmail him from his visits to Epstein Island. Then maybe I could control the puppet strings. What about the one on Monday, Chris?
Huh?
We got a protest on Monday?
No comment. Yeah, yeah. I'm not confirming anything until I triple confirm.
Always confirm.
We'll just call this one. I was just trying to flush out a few things. That's all.
Send the anti-protesters in the wrong direction.
I wanted to see how some people would react.
Antifa, there's a huge protest right now. You want to come? There's a lot. No kidding.
That's good. That's the spinnaker. Unfurl the spinnaker. Let's get some speed. For thousands of years, everyone agreed. The science said that you could not sail faster than the wind. Until someone made a triangular sail and used more than pushing. Science. We were able to sail faster than the wind.
So that's Johnny Rowe on the megaphone. Not 100% sure you can hear him. That's an armful. Tiny Asian woman carrying her 3-year-old. The 3-year-old's almost the size of her. We might go down and relocate. Oh, here's an interesting vehicle coming here.
We love that DFC, brother. That's what we love. The horsepower, that's big brother.
Elon Musk just loves us. Elon Musk, are you watching us right now? Are you gonna, what did you say? Trudeau needs to go? We have no free speech in Canada? Yeah, that's actually true. We have no free speech. Still alive?
If I'm holding it like this, then absolutely. I don't just hold it like this for fun. One.
Just one? You two must be sick. You haven't had it.
No, it's just I suck, man.
No, you know what, people? If you're ever in Ottawa, come down to the Parliament building, protest, help out, support freedom fighters. All that. You're Antifa, we love you and all that, but we don't like the rhetoric.
Yeah, well, just hanging out, seeing what happens, doing some people watching. Maybe there will be some action and we'll catch it on camera, and maybe not. But we have heard from Pablo. He is coming down, so we should be able to get some content when he gets down here. We'll head off to the market square. I'll just walk down there so you guys can go for a walk with us again, see a little bit more of Ottawa. There's a career I gave up for a while ago, was being a mobile crane apprentice. Great paying job, if anybody's interested. Absolutely great paying job. I'll try to see if I can find somewhere to sit down so I can save some of this energy. Go back to the truck, get a Red Bull.
Well, I'm gonna watch what I say, but I don't care.
I'm having a brain fart right now. What's the name of the newscaster that was on Fox that got fired? I'm having a major. I should have his name, obviously, but just having a brain fart, I guess. Yeah, Terry, there it is, Tucker Carlson. Darn it. That was on the tip of my tongue, thanks. So I heard this morning, now this is not factual, no evidence, maybe you guys can collaborate or not, but I heard that Tucker, Trump, and Musk might be teaming up together to try to save the planet from this evilness that is corrupting all sources of government, especially in NATO. But imagine that trio. That would be an interesting force. Tucker, Trump, and Elon. Imagine, I don't know what the follower count is of all three of them together, but that has got to be huge. I've got my fingers crossed on Elon RV. I'm trying to experience some optimism. I was just watching a news program this morning. I forget which one it was, but it said that the three might be teaming up. So again, it's no validity at all to that. I'm just hopeful because those three could be super powerful together. Hey Johnny, we are in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. We are here on Wellington Street. Right behind me is, I better put the glasses on because I'm squinting quite a bit, Parliament Hill. Bam, there's the big forehead for you, forehead shot. And there it is. So we're just kind of chilling out here with the Ottawa Freedom Fighters that have been here for, well, since the convoy, the Freedom Convoy 2022. We're just chilling out here for a bit until Pablo shows up, if and when he does. And then we're gonna head over to Market Square. The RV it was. But quite frankly, like, I know we're only probably 720p for video quality because we're live streaming. Hopefully we're at least that. But when I do take video of the place, it's definitely some amazing architecture. And in case you didn't know it, even though I've mentioned it a few times, that is our Prime Minister's office right there. Tucker Carlson, who is your daddy? Better get the camera this way. This guy looks like he's got issue.
These messages will not be avoidable, and very close attention should be paid to the instructions of which the messages contain.
Well, let's create some conversation. Let's see who is the furthest away from Ottawa, Ontario. Where do you live? Where are you watching from? I am London, Ontario, so far I'm winning the contest. I'm about 7-hour drive when I've got my trailer, 6-hour when I don't have it. I think we've got some, I was just going to say someone here, I couldn't remember who, Rob, was going to be Calgary, Alberta. Portland, Oregon. Oh, I'm not sure if that's further than Calgary. I'm going to go with yes. Thunder Bay. Yeah, no, I thought that was about 21 hours. Oh, from Ottawa. No, I think it's less than 24, but maybe I guess if you're doing granny speed. RRV, wow, Mima from beautiful California. Unless you're in one of those democratic cities that are nasty from what we see on the news anyways. Yeah, Terry, you are a little bit further than me. Sarnia has always been a little bit stinky. Am I incorrect with that? Oh, it is a nightmare. Okay, so Mima has confirmed that where she lives over in California is a disaster. Our equivalent to that would be Vancouver. Yeah, it is stinky, isn't it? I thought it was over in Sarnia. I've been a couple times. I haven't been in a while. Never been down in the States though, except for when I was a little kid. But when I was a teenager, I unfortunately made some decisions that now make it impossible, near impossible, for me to travel to the United States. They do not want my kind. They say I'm a bad boy. Sacramento. Of course you would, Terry. You wouldn't even notice it. My kind. I used to be a criminal, but now I have a Canadian pardon, which is supposed to say I'm a good boy now. Ooh, what did I do? Carrie's getting personal. Let's just stick with I was definitely a bad boy. I traveled to Vancouver about 5 years ago and over to Victoria, but I do have a pardon, Terry. I didn't witness any of the bad zones. I stayed on the highway. That's right, Carrie. I have not been a bad boy since I was 20 years old, and I'm now pushing 50. But unfortunately, with a Canadian pardon, that's basically only a tiny piece of paper that is put on top of my record. And as soon as I get one infraction, that tiny piece of paper is removed and my pardon is forgotten about. I tried, once I got my Canadian pardon, what was that, 6 years ago-ish? I tried to take my fiancée at the time over to the United States, and I was within handcuffs in 30 seconds. I was absolutely shocked how quickly I was put into handcuffs and kicked back to Canada. So in order for me to travel down to the States, I need to apply for a U.S. waiver. The fee is a $1,000 with the application, non-refundable regardless whether you are approved to travel or not. If approved, the waiver is only good for 1 year.
The spirit lives on. Make no mistake. Before the Alamo, he was a simple countryman. And when conditions produced, the heroes stood up. There are people who are willing, who are capable of standing
Good day, sir.
against terrible lies and corruption and tyranny that is leaving a wake of destruction, despair, desolation, and death all around us. There are people who will stand. There will people who will say, remember the Alamo, remember Goliad, remember the convoy.
That's exactly what I said, Rob. I have no intention of visiting there again. It looks like our youngest subscriber to the channels came over to say hello. How you doing today, sir? You ready to go on camera, show everybody? Give them a hello then. All right, so there's our, what was your name again? Richard. There is a true patriot, Canadian patriot. He's 14 years old and he's got his eyes open already, so that's fantastic. Glad to have him as part of the team. So having fun yet today?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Is he getting a ticket over there? Or is that just somebody admiring his truck? I don't see a bylaw guy. No, that's just somebody admiring his truck. So you speak French?
Not that much.
Not that much. So you're an Ottawa boy? Well, we're glad to have you as part of the team with your eyes wide open. How's things in your school?
Not the best, but it's working out.
Yeah? Zot is a Fed. You know, that's not surprising because he kept on asking me for where I live. But the feds, I'm pretty sure, already know where I live because they keep on phoning me and then hanging up once I answer so they can ping my phone. So I thought it was odd, Zot, if you're in the chat there on the screen, that you kept asking me where I live. So I gave you a general description. I guess you know now because I mentioned it just about 10 minutes ago. But I'm pretty sure the corrupt government already know me, know where I live. They've got me on their drones a lot. So I'm sure they're running that facial recognition. But I'm a good boy now. I'm not worried about it. There's nothing they can do. I try to behave myself. Limit my hate speech. And you guys will always correct me if I do stray the wrong direction. You gonna come over to the market later?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just waiting on Pablo, then we're gonna head over. Oh, those are some pretty fast scooters. See what kind of trouble we can get into over there. Not you, of course.
But the show must go on here on Elgin Street for unacceptable Saturdays. Welcome, join us. Be with us. Stand with us.
I'm not sure.
How's it going? Carl's not here?
Hello.
Paul.
How you doing? What was your name again?
Linda.
Linda. I was gonna go with Cindy, sorry.
No, Linda.
Linda, nice to see you again. Carl was here. And if not, maybe they took off back to the potential protest? Did they? Richard? You don't think so? I noticed there's a few people gone now.
They went to go get lunch.
Oh, lunchtime?
Yeah, Subway.
So what do your parents think of this activity of yours?
They enjoy it.
Oh, they enjoy it? So do you remember what your handle yet is on YouTube? You ready to tell me? So I know who you are when you're chatting?
It would just say Richard on it.
Oh, it just says Richard?
Yeah, Richard and my last name.
Oh, I saw. Oh, you want to change that? That's easy to change, eh? A couple buttons, and then you can go with whatever handle you want. But I remember saying a comment or two to Richard. I don't know if that was you or not, but I definitely remember the name. Oh, we got a loud one.
Stay within a 15-minute period, which is not true.
So how long you been hanging out down here, Richard? No. Couple of weeks. So not very long. And what made you originally decide to start coming down here?
So might as well try to, say hello, hold the line a little bit more,
I'm sorry, some people what?
See, like, what's it called? Because some people are still here from the conflict,
Oh, okay. Wow, that guy's got quite the gear, eh? With that unicycle? Hopefully we're not going to get rained on today any more than we already did. Oh, we got an uh-oh. What does that mean? Oh, I don't think so. I heard someone saying uh-oh, so I thought there might be some drama. But doesn't look like it. Another false alarm, more misinformation. Just doing a great job of providing misinformation today. So do your parents partake in this?
Yeah, they were here during the convoy.
They were here during the convoy? Yeah. But they're not holding the line anymore?
My dad came here a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, right on. Are they subscribers to my channel?
Not yet.
Oh, you better get them on it. Hey Johnny, yeah, this is our Prime Minister's building. Prime Minister of Canada, and yes, he is rocking some pride flags. As we all know, he's a little bit on the shady pedophile side himself. Lost his teaching job due to having a relationship with one of his students, underage students. Cost his daddy $2.3 million-ish. to get the non-disclosure signed. So also some rumors that he was partaking in Epstein Island. There's a couple photos online with some other children. So yeah, it's not surprising that he'd be rocking and supporting the Pride movement and the dislabeling or unlabeling pedophiles to a more friendly term, like child-loving individuals. So yeah, there's our guy there, our wonderful Prime Minister of Canada. Mr. Blackface himself. Absolutely. Let's put a quick test to the people. Who is our worst Prime Minister? Who was our worst Prime Minister here in Canada? My vote's got to be Justin or his dad, but I'm going to go with Justin. What are your thoughts? Do we have anybody that was worse than Justin? It's okay, you can say your opinion. It's not going to be hate speech. Sir John A. Macdonald worst, Justin Trudeau the second worst. Oh, I'll have to look. How does, in your opinion, Sir John A. Macdonald get in there? What did he do? That could qualify him as being our worst. And I'm only asking because I'm really curious and ignorant. I have no clue about politics and our politics. We got another turdo. We got another turdo. Yeah, Johnny, we got, especially in Ottawa. Ottawa is got, it's flooded with bike paths to the point where I went looking at some bikes the other day, some e-bikes. So then I could get from where I'm parked my trailer to here without having to pay parking every day. But a decent e-bike was only going to be available in a 2 to 3 week time, and I'll be gone from here July 2nd. So we got a Harper was one of the best. No, we don't have good weather year round. Last year here in Ottawa, there was definitely lots of snow. Where I live in London, we only had to shovel, I think, 5 times. So not too much snow. And in my opinion, yes, the winters are getting milder where I live. Oh, we got an answer. I got to read this one. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely pretty bad. Whoops. I'm walking in the bike lane. Seems to be a lot of cyclists out today. Good day, sir.
Good day.
How you doing, Scarlett?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. We met quite a long time ago, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure.
A little while ago now.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Peterborough.
Peterborough. That's a nasty town, is it not?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it's pretty terrible.
When I came to one of the rallies there, was I interrupting something?
No, I'm just uploading a video. No worries.
When I came to one of the rallies there, some guy, after everybody left and I was alone, decided to come forth and say his 2 cents. And throwing water at my truck and all kinds of crap.
Yeah, we had an event there a week or 2 ago now, and we put posters up the day before said, like, why aren't you hosting a Nazi events and all this shit? Like, that's just the mentality there. It's like a bubble. They have no idea what's going on outside.
Yeah, I heard them say yesterday, oh, Scarlett's coming and she's driving 3 hours or something.
Yeah.
So that's what made me ask.
I'd come more often if I could. I wish it was closer.
What makes you come all this way?
That's where my friends are. I don't have any friends in that crappy city.
Oh, really?
Well, I got like one, but yeah.
Are you from there?
Yeah.
Is it that because of you voice your opinion too much?
It's ever since the convoy.
Yeah?
Yeah, like 80%
Oh, wow.
of people I knew turned on me. Now
Yeah.
some of them are trying to crawl back because they realize how stupid they are.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
You too.
Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, we'll see.
And if you do decide to get in trouble, let me get it for some content, will you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll do my best.
For your safety.
Yes, I was done talking to the Afghani.
Did you see him pass out yesterday? And the day before? Hey, good to see you. Yeah, not for since last time, I guess.
Since the Biden event, I think is what it was.
Oh, the great Biden event. Yeah, I got in a bit of trouble on that one.
Did you?
Yeah, doing too many salutes. Yeah, what's her name on Twitter? She got a hold of me doing one of these, a photo, and used it for whatever propaganda she wanted to push.
Did you see that lady there that's always counter protesting? She's paid.
Yeah, yeah.
That's wild. I mean, it shouldn't be wild, but to me it's still kind of wild.
Wow. Show me the pay stub though, my friend. You know what I mean? Like, she's just a drama catcher, right? So if I go ahead and want to cause drama, what a better way just to say something like that? So unfortunately, it could certainly be true. Oh no, it definitely wouldn't surprise me. It would surprise me that she would say it though, because that would get her cut off. No, man. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you could say the same about me, you know. But I just believe nothing I hear, half I see. And unfortunately, I think that would have her decommissioned. And if you were getting paid and paid well by your employer, do you think you'd have a slip? And then if she was decommissioned, she's probably going to really open her mouth. Right? So, yeah. And neither of those have happened yet. So personally, I'm going to call BS on that one as a preliminary judgment. But, what was your name again? Marty? Okay, Marty, I'm Paul. Oh, yeah, Rolling Thunder plus the Arab protest. I heard there was bikers. Oh, really?
said it's the 5-year anniversary.
Of what? Oh, of the Ottawa Club, maybe.
Well, no, because they said they're 5-year anniversary or something.
I see. Well, I have a feeling a lot of people didn't hear that it got canceled.
No, I didn't find out until yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the greatest of weather. I don't know if anywhere else it was actually more hardcore raining.
Well, I live on this sort of border, and it was just as downpour.
Oh, really?
So I came dressed for rain.
Yeah, I got out of my truck, felt the breeze, and I thought, you know what, I'll throw the rain jacket on. Because at least I can put everything underneath this and it'll be dry.
Danny, he got arrested today since you were here last time.
Danny.
He's the guy that owns that white car.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Look at this rich guy.
Yeah, they arrested him when he said, we're not dealing with Trudeau's law. That was the phrase he used. We're not going to submit to Trudeau's law.
Oh, really?
And that's when he said it. The police officer guys were walking away from him. He was on the Macy's guy stuff. As soon as they were all fine, and they said, we're not going to submit to Trudeau's law. As soon as he said that, they went right around on the spot and said, you're under arrest. For what? For causing disturbance.
Really?
Then they drove him down to City Hall and let him out there.
Yeah, I've heard they like to do that a lot.
Yeah,
when they have no evidence.
yeah, exactly. I'm not in charge as far as I
No.
know.
So what have you been doing with yourself to keep busy?
Well, still coming up here every Saturday.
How far away are you?
Alfred.
I'm sorry.
Oxford.
I don't know nothing.
Okay,
Distance-wise, time-wise.
yeah, about an hour.
About an hour? Okay, right on.
Almost at the Quebec.
An hour east. Okay, that I can follow.
Almost at the Quebec border.
All right. Because you could also say the Quebec border, and that's what, 5 minutes? a short swim. Oh, that's yours? Who's? You said we. Who's we? I'm sorry? Oh, that's your mother. I thought she was just an onlooker.
He wants to strip all religious symbols from the coat of arms.
Really?
So he started pushing that a lot of people.
Yeah, I've heard they're trying to take out religion.
That's what he says. That's what they publicly said. They said they want all religious aspects of the coat of arms taken off. I mean, that's part of our heritage. I mean, whether he likes it or not, it's still part of our heritage.
Oh, and you know, whether I agree with it or not, look how many people in this country believe in one God or another. Right? That's in the millions for sure.
It wasn't just the cross either. They wanted to take out the fleur-de-lis that's on the coat of arms because and I didn't understand that. I thought the fleur-de-lis, that's Quebec. Why would we take that off? But then I looked into it and that has a religious symbolism of some kind, so they removed that too. He wants to make us an atheistic nation. But if he wants to make us an atheistic nation, Easttown, we're the only modern Western nation. And a real hobby! That has full Bible scripture engraved on a federal building that MPs have to walk into. Like the U.S. has In God We Trust, and they might have portions of scripture. We're the only modern nation that has full verses of scripture engraved in the federal building. Right above the first window.
Okay.
Psalm 72 verse 8. Psalm 72 verse 8 says, "He shall have dominion from sea to sea, from the earth to the ends of the earth." Because when they founded Canada, they literally based our borders off that scripture.
Oh, wow.
They said, when they did that in Charlottetown, they said that describes Canada because sea to sea would be in the Atlantic Ocean or Pacific Ocean, and the river to the ends of the earth would be the St. Lawrence River all the way to the Arctic. So when they did the Charlottetown Accord, they said that describes Canada.
So what will they use that building for once it's done construction?
They're just renovating.
No, I recognize that. What will they use that building for when they are done?
They'll switch over. So now they're
they're doing their theater in the House of Commons.
For 10 years they renovated West Block, and now that's the House of Commons building.
Okay.
And once that's done in 10 years, then they'll migrate back over to.
Oh, okay.
Because West Block, one of them used to house the Senate, and now the sold the old train station building.
Oh, I see.
So that's the setup for the next 10 years, and when that's done, they'll switch back.
Here comes another rich guy. So you're the quiet talker's mom? I call him the quiet talker. And when I heard you just talking, I was like, oh, that's where he gets it from. Yeah, oh, you're yelling right now, I can tell. No, the first time I met him, I was like, what? Plus, there's a lot of noise going on. Yeah.
I can't hear you. Please speak up.
What? So is this your new hobby, is coming out here on Saturdays?
I don't know if I call it a hobby or if I'm here.
What did you say? Mission, okay, yeah. Well, it's a pretty nice cross you made. Yeah, is that gonna happen? Like, really, seriously? I need to hear some positivity on that subject.
Daisy did a video kind of heckling Trudeau a couple days ago, and there was a poll that said 80% of Canadians want Trudeau gone. And so Daisy said, he was walking across the street, Trudeau, and Daisy caught him and said, Mr. Prime Minister, you said you're a man of the people. 80%, you saw that, yeah. So, I mean, 80% of Canada wants him gone. That's got to be some Liberal supporters.
But on the last vote, I thought he only got 26%, so that's 74% wanted him gone, yet here he is.
Yeah, that's why I don't trust the election.
No, neither do I, and that's why I say, like, you know, I was saying just the other day, people, you know, I'm hexing the whole democracy thing. In my opinion, we get to vote in our dictator. We don't get to vote for what decisions are getting made. You know, if our dictator wants A, B, and C, well then, you voted me in. And whether that was what we voted on them for or not, we're stuck with it. And like, I'm sure if you ask the majority of people, some of the decisions that they're making here, we're not for it. And in a real democracy, like Hungary, for an example, 2021, the Prime Minister, I think it's Prime Minister, said, hey, look at this pride ideology coming over from the West. And he did a vote with all the people. And 6 million said, nope, not in school. So now Hungary, the US is putting sanctions on, it's another NATO country, sanctions on Hungary because they won't bend over for the pride ideology.
Oh, there's so much, like what Trudeau announced, he's confiscating the Russian plane in Toronto. And he said they passed legislation to be able to do that. I didn't even hear anything about it.
Say it again?
We have a few friends joining us shortly.
From which direction? And what do you mean by friends?
Some people that we were hoping to meet earlier.
Oh, okay. And it's just starting to get cloudier.
Isn't that the same cape?
Why, you see them? Oh, fantastic. Thanks for the heads up. So it looks like the air protest might be joining us here. But this is information from that Chris guy again.
Yeah.
Well, the clouds are getting pretty gray, as you guys can see. We got some music rocking here. Pretty sure that guy's a libtard. Uh-oh, Ben E. How you doing, Ben? Absolutely, Ben. And that's why we should have got to vote on it as well. Good day, sir.
Hello, sir. How are you?
It's all good.
I'm sorry. So I'm gonna God bless you. God bless you.
Welcome to Elgin Street.
You have kids? God bless them all. In the end, this is a Canadian. My son is funny. I'm a Muslim Canadian. And I had my son in a Catholic school last year. I walk in, okay. My son is doing this. He's Muslim. You pray 5 times a day, right? But it doesn't matter. What happened was, I walked in, you see the cross, and the cross is covered by those flags. Now, if you see Canadian flags, you know, okay, that's Canadian. That's a Canadian flag. And I saw coloring, road checks, a pride flag, identifying this, a car.
We're just checking on the
That's the kindergarten. Oh my God. So this was last year. And so I pulled my son out of that school. Now I'm privileged. God has blessed me with a little bit of money.
We'll compare that with the data from Denmark as well. Because we're fed this mantra all the time that the cases of myocarditis are mild. But we're going to be looking now that some of the cases are by no means mild. In fact, the first figure we're going to look at says that 19.8% of total cases of vaccine-related myocarditis were actually severe. Now, this is of the cases that were reported, but it's still pretty high. So this idea that it's mild is just nonsense. But the idea that myocarditis is mild anyway is, in my view, nonsense. It doesn't tell you anything about long-term sequelae, for example. But let's look at this data because it's pretty interesting. So it's 19.8% of total vaccine-related myocarditis.
Another hero right there.
Now this is COVID vaccine-related myocarditis. Communication-wise study. European Heart Journal, clinical research, so fully peer-reviewed. This is a proper scientific paper all the correct checks on it. It's a nationwide study. Incidence now from COVID-19 vaccine.
We live right by there.
Yeah, but 44 million people, so
Oh my God, I wish it did
taking into account pretty well everyone who's vaccinated in the country. And so all of these were reported. This is taking into account the whole population. So pretty impressive stuff. Now, one of the variables here is there may be less myocarditis in people. It seems to me, I have no evidence for this. I think we're doing more aspiration injections they're aspirating more vaccines. We're going to stick it in.
And it didn't matter. We didn't talk about
doing more of that.
We were talking
That
about
could artificially lower the rate. So if you're a Korean nurse or doctor, do let me know because I can't find any information.
Got the 6.
But anyway, we'll look at the data as it is. So a large number of people.
And we were talking about when is
clinical course of vaccine-related myocarditis. Now, the diagnosis is confirmed by experts, and we had a group of experts here. And these experts could tap into basically everything, radiology, pathologists, everything you can imagine. So there was at least 7 cardiologists on the panel. So they were able to diagnose this very accurately. They diagnosed it conservatively, but they underdiagnosed rather than over-diagnosed, so as not to confuse it with possible COVID-induced myocarditis. So they're very cautious about this. So these are
or a Jacob or a Thomas or a Zeno. I told the school, you tell me.
Now, they found 1,533 presumptive cases, but they only confirmed 400. So they're very conservative in the way they record it. That's 1.08 per 1,000 people. Incidence was higher than most of them know that these things. Men 1.3, 500,000 women more than 2. Males aged 12 to 17, 5.297. So that's a young man.
For me, my heart
boy age group. Females over 70 were the lowest incidence, but it was still there.
He's a soccer star.
Oh, you are?
He looks like one.
Vaccine is recommended for everyone age 6 months and older in the United States for the prevention of COVID-19. This means that despite this date, the Centers for Disease Control are still advising 12 to 17-year-old boys to get COVID vaccines. Now, you might think that's verging on criminal negligence, but they're still recommending this. Why have they not adjusted this? Because the data is now incontrovertible, quite inexplicable tardy which from the Centers for Disease Control. Let me just really quite hard to find, actually. Now, most of the adverse reactions are after the first or second. I'll tell you what,
But you have the freedom to stay out of shape.
not so many after the
Now,
compared to the vaccines,
I'm a camera guy and I'm out of shape, but I have to still
related more about after mRNA shots, that was
because I don't want to upset your husband.
The situation where the AstraZeneca vaccine has been stopped in most countries since the virus. What's the sense of Johnson & Johnson vaccine in the States has been stopped? That causes much less vaccine validity.
And the crime scene of course, 3 times 1 for him. I want to know how they survived that. They are a miracle.
Here's the numbers.
A woman.
And the significance
That's not the definition. Just take him to the operating room and you'll know. Look, I'll take credit for my kid. And I have a lot of fun. Okay? I have fun.
4.2 billion. So higher incidence of myocarditis in Denmark, especially after the Moderna vaccine. Of course, Moderna are opening sites in States, Australia, Canada. The United Kingdom to produce huge numbers of new type of might concern some. So, now for the Danish data. Anyway, getting back to the study that we were on, the Danish data was in areas. So, severe vaccine-related myocarditis, 95 cases.
That is a vaccine-related. Does he have blood? He's okay. Arm will come.
85 intensive care admissions, 36 cases of fulminant myocarditis, fulminant means it breathes. Very, 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 very poor outcome. 21 cases required out of the body extracorporeal repatriation. So that's like more significant ventilations. 21 more cases of very severe adverse reactions. I'm not allowed to mention the nature of that adverse reaction. Let's just say that people who suffered this adverse reaction are no longer communicable. I'm not allowed to tell you what that adverse reaction is, but these people are sadly no longer able to communicate with us in any way, shape, or form.
I'm going to come to protect you.
And 8 out of the 21 were sudden cardiac. SCD stands for sudden cardiac.
As a father, naturally, I'm going to protect my family. But as a father, I'm going to protect my neighbor's family.
So sudden cardiac
And
deaths.
you know what? You can go across the
attributable
nation
to vaccine-related
and protect
myocarditis.
every other
by
Jessica and Jennifer
and all cases of SCD
Fatima.
attributed to vaccine-related myocarditis. Younger men under 45. No, some of them were
But this
all over the
man,
age of
who is
45.
supposed to be leading us, all of us. Oh, you like that one? And as a Muslim, I can't say the full F word. So I'll say F Trudeau. Yes.
F Trudeau. Yeah, close to it. Hey, I'm gonna shake your hand.
No, I'm gonna say stop for the Okay.
We're learning here. We're learning here.
So I can't drop the F-bomb. Now, sometimes I do if you push me up a bit, but I gotta go fast Yes, and the idea is to be to strive for utmost perfection. Right? We're not perfect.
So what's your take about what they're doing?
So,
what they're doing in schools?
Of course, we just
So,
don't.
as taxpayers, we entrusted our teachers, okay? It's almost going to make me cry. With our kids, the Ritas, the Jennifers,
The Sallys.
the Sallys and the Zainabs and the Fatimas and the Ahmeds and the Jonathan. We're going to work and we're dropping these innocent kids in the school to learn about Canada's history, to learn about Vimy Ridge, to learn about science and math.
But they're not doing that.
But now,
Moderna, most cases.
they're trying to take that innocence away. And us as parents, I guarantee you this, as parents, we're going to condemn it totally. The only flag that should be flown in the Canadian schools. I'm a Muslim. We have a Muslim flag. Go see our mosque. We have a beautiful Canadian flag. And we pledged allegiance to the Queen that we will honor. Now, obviously, there's a lot of politics behind this. But we honored the flag, and as Muslims, in Arabic it says, in wa'adu sadaqu. If you make a promise or an oath, you must fulfill that oath. And so, and it's a duty, because your prayers will not be accepted.
Well, what do you think about now? Now we're calling Muslims, they're still called bigots, racists.
Well, we're white supremacists now.
Thank you. What do you think about that? Left-wing,
but I'm going to say it in Arabic. No.
Thank you.
I wanted to tell you a story. I was talking to a counselor. I guess he's a counselor for mental health here in Ottawa. And I was in the hospital.
Maybe time to
and he, as a doctor, and we started interacting, and he told me that transgenders that are in the CA system, that are 12, 13 years old, don't need parents to sign over to cut off their body parts. And him as a counselor wanted to tell the children about it. Like, what's at risk, what you have to do, because they couldn't even read the papers. And he was told, shut up, and just let them do what they want to do. That's here in Ottawa.
Yeah, so
in the
in Islam, the Quranic verse clearly states there's no compulsion in religion. And in a nation, when you are elected, and I don't care whether it's the blue or the red or the orange, I call them blue, red, orange. You know? Now, some of them are well-meaning, I just don't know that yet, but all of them are guilty of kind of betraying their constituents.
Like,
and I'm not going to paint all of them with the same brush. That's where the trials are for.
If a child can't smoke, drink, or whatever, how can they start cutting their body parts before the age of 18? Like,
you're not allowed to drink at 18 or 19. No, I'm Muslim. It's forbidden for us to drink. My buddies drank. I was the designated driver because I don't drink. Right, bringing them home safe. But I can't be around it because it's forbidden for us. Because people when they're drunk, they're not the same decisions as they would do when they're sane. So as Muslims, it's forbidden for us to be around that because we don't want to exploit them or we don't want to oppress that person. And a lot happens in those. Everybody goes safe home. That's none of my business. That's the Canada that allows you to do whatever you want. Right?
But at least at an age, a respectable age. When you're 13, you don't even know what you're doing, and now you're allowed to do like life-changing. It's disgusting.
Life-changing. Teaching kids how to do stuff in schools now. If your kid wants to turn into a Sally or whatever, Sally, you have a SWAT team at your door. You're called racist. You're called a bigot. I was in jail for 3 months, but I'm not going to say what for because I'm under strict conditions. But our system is. It did, and I had to plead guilty to get out. And there's some things I can't say because I'm under strict conditions. But it's disgusting what we have to do. I have nothing.
Society.
You know what I'm talking about.
The gays.
Do you know a lot of stuff? I have nothing against them, but it's just our corrupted court system is the problem.
You know what? I visited one of the high schools that protested. The third protest that brought Muslims and Christians together was Longfield High School. I had a Christian Canadian kid come up to me and bulldozer. They wouldn't let me hold my Bible in the hallway because it's transphobic. When I had Muslims come to me, it's like it's a relief and an intercession. Now, I was a youth mentor for 20 years out of the philanthropy end, and so there's that father in me, and there was a girl, her name is Marissa, 33 years old, Wallet. I wanted to know why this girl was following me, and she was affirming, you have the right to say this, you have the right to say that. She was so happy, but crying and distraught. And I'm just using her smaller maybe, not the full one.
Never directed.
This woman at 33 was raped when she was a kid by a pedophile.
She was what?
She was raped.
Pardon my French, I don't want to say it out loud or I might go back to jail. I went to jail because of...
Yeah, just waiting on Pablo.
That's what I was told. When they don't file the ticket, it's because they know the street.
I think he might wait for a while. I think he's dead.
That's what it sounds like.
Which Pablo are you talking about?
That's all I know.
I only know one, so.
We want to be an energetic community that brings Canadians together and says no.
What's funny is someone said to me the other day, they're like, oh, CTV was apparently saying that they should get this LGBT
need to know all the stuff.
Look, September 11, we got blamed for our Iraqi Muslims, 1 million got killed. Afghanistan Muslims, 1 million got killed. Somali Muslims, 100,000 got killed. Tell me. That's right.
Look at this, man. Look at it. With the Muslims.
That's exactly right, bro. I'm a white supremacist too.
Hey, to all you leftists going out here looking at him with the Muslim guy, you had enough of the bullshit. I went to jail.
Enough with the bullshit. Canadian. That's all that matters.
Can I give you a lot?
You made this for me?
Oh, we need a break. Well, skies are gray. I don't know who that guy was, but apparently some people, maybe he is the Arab protest that we were waiting for today. Well, I don't know if Pablo's going to make it here today or not. I'm certainly hoping he is. He said he was. Said he'd be here shortly. Just going to put this down for a second. Take a little break.
I see something and now you're going to back up.
I'm not packing. I'm taking a break.
Yeah, that's what kills me at home is I need to stay stable and all that. And I saw my last stream was on sheet. I'm like, I'm stuck with my arm here. I'm like, yeah, I need to find a stable place and put it down, and then I can do.
I'll have that little tripod on it.
Well, my buddy's got one. He was supposed to send it to me by mail, but it's going to be here faster than.
That's what I say. We don't read. Yes.
Plus, I've had this on my back for 3 hours. Say it's sarcastic.
Yeah, no, I know the last time I put my bipod right here on that stone, it was perfect. And I get to go to another meeting. Yeah. I got an equal meeting. So we were fighting for some disclosure and all that stuff. So the monthly meeting or something like that. Talk about what's next, what we're going to do. Yeah, oh yeah, and then financial package. Okay, yeah. It's, last week I went and someone else. Weekend? Yeah, last week.
After government on Monday to Friday, it's government curfew, so you'll get ticketed.
I drove all in and out, looked for this free public parkings.
Anyway, it's not technically free public parking, it's just when they're not working, it's sex is decided on nights and weekends, they don't make a big deal. I know the flight he doesn't work nights and weekends, so
Yeah, that's why they
phrase sex assigned.
If you're ever on TikTok, don't ever say when you're on TikTok real women on the live because you'll get banned. I got banned for weeks for saying that. Oh yeah.
And it's recognized.
I said it several times and they banned me. Real women, real women.
Claims the rules are science-based, but to claim that sex is assigned at birth doesn't have any scientific basis whatsoever.
And Howard over there is the guy with the signs.
Especially children.
He's the one that I was telling you should see because he can make you a sign.
Howard over there?
If you just move behind the two people, the guy holding the sign behind the tall guy.
Okay. Oh, him. Okay.
That's Howard. He makes all those signs.
Oh, okay.
He's the sign guy. So if you tell him what you're looking for, he'll make you one. Bring it to you. Like I say, he's always here on Saturday.
And thank God there's been no wave of suicides or other mental health catastrophes.
Yeah, I think I'm in need of a Red Bull, so I might walk on soon.
Limitations on medical interventions for minors. Sweden did the same thing.
I don't know, I never tried that. I don't even know what it tastes like.
Don't try it.
Well, I've been on adrenaline all my life, so Red Bull don't work. I'm hyperactive.
Hormone treatment for those under 18.
So I find out, the caffeine drink, the only thing that works for me is Pepsi. And eventually it doesn't work anymore.
They've also placed severe restrictions on the care that
Yeah, you see the big banner.
life-saving.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat banner.
We had 3 of them.
Oh, really?
We had 3 long ones, and we had that one, and another long one. And I don't know what happened to the other long one. I think it's
and the many undesirable and serious complications of their
only have
Doctors statements. Is Dr. McNamara suggesting that all these countries are rejecting evidence-based treatment and placing their kids at risk of suicide?
But I don't think he got all of that.
Finland's gender expert, Dr. Rita Kaltiela, said, it's purposeful disinformation, spreading of which is irresponsible. All 7 countries.
Yeah, I met Pablo's got the scooter and the pride flag. Who's Pablo? The guy I met last night.
Oh, okay.
He was here. You haven't met him? He rolled in with a scooter and a big pride flag.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But then he's got a sign saying something against it.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I was like Pablo. The only one I know is in Colombia, and it's a long time ago. That was 1980. But yeah, no, that one, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
There is no standard. There's a debate. there's a fierce debate. And on the side opposite
I didn't even know his name
stand
was
such
Pablo.
prominent figures as Stephen Levine,
Like,
Kenneth Sucker,
I don't know
Paul
half of
McHugh,
it,
and
but
James
by now, yeah, after
These
15 months, I know
doctors
pretty much
are
everyone.
giants
But it took me a
in
long
the
time to
field.
remember their names.
They have been treating transgender patients and gathering data and publishing papers about them.
This is that one.
And I mean no disrespect here, but since before Dr. McNamara was
He's got strong shoulders. I'll give him that.
Way more than
He's
that.
been holding that sign up
We saw him
for over an hour.
squatting like this for like. He was doing a competition. He had another guy doing a competition there, and the other guy gave up. After 20 minutes, he gave up, but he wasn't even shaking. And I was like, what the heck? Oh yeah, he's strong. He's got a strong moral.
the courageous whistleblower from the Children's General Clinic in St. Louis. I believe that there has
So, what do you think about the all this?
What is all this? I need a better description. The buildings, the flags, the people chatting.
Look, you look at all the buildings. That's the only dirty one, so we know what that is.
Oh yeah.
They can't even pay for a washer.
Yeah.
But they got all their money. So.
The architecture is interesting.
I'm more talking about the Muslim community, I guess, joining up now on our side.
Hey, everybody that gets out, I don't know, like, I don't really. It's just another person. So. So I guess. Oh, there's one of the MPs right there. I recognize him.
It used to be a different person, but now it's like now they put the characteristic on it.
I'm gonna go chat with that guy. I've ran into him a couple times. I forget who this guy's name is, but he goes into the House of Commons all the time. Maybe you guys will recognize him. He's on the phone, so I'll leave him alone. But he kind of looks familiar to me. Quickly turning his back there. I don't know. We'll see if he gets off the phone. Then I'll ask him. But do you mind if I jump in that corner there? Thank you very much. Oh. Do you recognize this guy? In the blue shirt there?
No.
I thought he looks like a guy I see go in the House of Commons all the time. Omar Al-Jabbar? Yeah, maybe. Just gonna sit down and take a little break. So you guys tourists or you locals?
We're tourists.
Tourists?
Kind of like over north of the area.
Oh, okay. Just came out to check it out? First time or repeat offenders? So you must be from a smaller town then, eh? Last time you're here, did you have this kind of a view?
No, we just came out just to see the buildings. We didn't even know what was going on here, to be honest. So it was a bit of a step back. We were just reading it all.
Apparently, I think they've been here every Saturday since the Freedom Convoy. Like that one gentleman way over there sitting down, he was one of the truckers. And after the confiscated his truck and arrested him and beat him up, he's been here ever since. That's a lot of his flags are everywhere. Any thoughts on what you're seeing?
I don't really think too much about it, to be honest. Like, I'm originally from the UK, so like I don't really know too much about Canadian politics. I see a lot of this going on. I don't really put too much thought into it. But I mean, everybody's welcome to their opinion, right? I'm happy to do that.
Okay, well that's not long though. Must be you getting that accent out of him, or?
Yeah, I guess so.
Whereabouts are you from?
I'm from the Dundee area.
Okay. What made you come to Canada?
I play hockey here. So,
Oh, I see. It was the accent that got you, eh?
yeah, that's it, yeah. It's the only thing going for me, I think. To be honest.
That's not what I was saying.
That's what I tell myself.
So how's the hockey going?
I'm done now, but I run a sports management company now, so I represent the players.
Oh, okay.
I'm still quite involved. So.
Right on. So it did bring you somewhere then,
Yeah,
eh?
exactly.
Well, that's good.
Do you find, like, I don't know, here, is there a lot of, or everybody usually get on quite well, or is there often a lot of any conflict around there? Is it usually pretty peaceful, or how's it go?
Generally, this is pretty neutral.
Yeah.
I was expecting to have some conflict over by the Human Rights Memorial. So there was going to be a Arab protest, Arab and Christian, and all Canadian. A little bit, yeah. And I guess he's one of the Arabs. I'm assuming. And they were going to have a protest today. They're trying to resist the school curriculum of the Pride agenda that's being pushed down all the children, and they want it out of the schools. They don't. It's not part of their religion, and they don't think it should be. Children should be getting the option to decide what genitals they want. If they can't choose to drink, and they can't choose to smoke, and they can't vote, then do they really have the mindset to be deciding to have major surgery? So, and now if that protest would have happened today, and then the Pride community would have joined out, then there would have been problems. No, it was canceled. I think they were expecting rain maybe or something, or there was some miscommunication. But I have heard Monday there's going to be a protest at the Ottawa School Board, because people, again, like I said, they don't want this stuff in the curriculum. You know, and nobody I've met yet has said anything negative towards any individual of that community. But it's just the fact that, like, I'm assuming you guys don't have kids yet because you both look young.
Yeah.
So when that day comes, who would you like to have the choice what to teach your children? Do you want the government and the school curriculum to teach your children about sex and genitals and when they get to choose to have sex, and if they want to be a boy or if they want to be a girl? Or do you want to have that?
If I'm completely honest, I don't think I'm clever enough to teach my kids about, everything in the curriculum. So, that's where I kind of put my trust and faith in, whether that's actually put your opinion, but really I just leave that up to,
Do you mind if I ask how old you are?
I'm 23.
23?
Yeah.
So you've been not out of school for a long, what do you guys, you're done at 17 over there, aren't you?
I finished at 16. Yeah.
16? And were you, in your age era, and how old are you?
24.
Sorry if that was rude.
That's okay, no.
So you're also the same age then, so you've both been in school. When were you out? 19 or something?
18. Oh, well, I just graduated university, but that's a bit different.
Uh-oh, what university?
Nipissing.
Nipissing?
Yeah.
How woke are they there?
It's fine. A lot of my time there was out online.
Oh, okay.
Because I was there during COVID.
Oh, okay. Well, that was
I was only really there the past year.
That's apparently what you have to do to succeed, from what I've heard, because I've talked to
went to school, went home, basically.
the few people I've spoke to that are still in university. I'm from London, so we've got Western there, and people are fearful to speak their opinion against the Pride agenda due to they'll get their grades affected, they'll get kicked out. Like your speech is really on guard if you dare say an opinion about it. And that's why and what I've heard is a lot of universities have strong opinions on that. And that's why when you said you just finished, I thought, oh no, I might get slapped here if I keep talking.
Yeah, I keep my opinion to myself. Just do my own thing.
Well, that's a great way to succeed.
Yeah.
So, again, I was going to go through when you guys were younger. Do you remember getting taught that your sex is a choice?
Yeah, I do actually. I do remember that. And yeah, I mean, obviously it didn't change my thought on it at all, or steer me in another direction. But I think the UK is very liberal in that point of view. And as I said, I like my education. I think we were taught very well. We were taught to just allow everybody to make their own decision. But that's kind of where I'm at against anything like this. I think it's good to speak up for what you believe in, right? But for me, I just don't really put too much thought into it. And I don't have kids. I said that, so I don't have kids, so it's different if, like what you're saying, if people are kind of spreading something, it depends how it's taught to the kids. I can appreciate where it could probably become dangerous, that's why I appreciate that. But from my point of view, and that's all I can speak on as my own experience, is that, yes, I actually do remember being taught very much about how, you make your own choices.
So, can you remember how old you were when you when you first heard something about that?
Definitely in primary school, so it would have been, I couldn't tell you an age, but it would probably be
Ish.
between, 9 to 12.
9 to 12.
Right, so.
Wasn't that wouldn't that be, so as you can tell by the grays, I'm a little bit older than that. I'm almost 50. So we heard nothing of this, right? Obviously, in my era, what you were equipped with down here really said who you are when it comes to male or female. So I can't imagine what it might have been like for a teacher to say to me, oh no, just because you have a male genitalia, if you want to be a female, you can. So is that something like what they would have said? And if so, what was your thought process when hearing that?
As a kid, I think we're taught just to, it wasn't that they were saying this is what you can do. I suppose they were, I suppose, indirectly, but it was more about, I don't think I really did have much of a thought process because I'm so young, right? About that, and at that stage, you're probably got classmates in your class that you're chasing, so you're thinking about your own kind of relationships at that time. It's not, I don't think there's much thought about it, just like with sex education and stuff like that as well. And you're learning that it's different than maybe in your small community, because I'm from a small town, so where everything is quite the same old. So I don't know, there probably wasn't too much thought about it, to be honest with you, but I suppose that's down to, as I said a minute ago, the way that it's taught. If it's more, them telling you that it's an option, or them just kind of telling you that it's a thing in the world, it's obviously down to how you're taught. And for me, it was just taught that, everybody has their own choices, and that's kind of how it was taught. So.
And I was here during the week, and there's all kinds of students here during the week, of various ages. And I really didn't notice very many, maybe one or two out of 200 to 300, that it looked like they would be a part of the Pride community. So with that perspective, one of the big concerns of teaching this in school is if you're going to go and teach all the children to switch genitalia, well then aren't you effectively aiding in depopulation?
Can I just ask you a question? Do you think that they are telling, so to me as I'm telling you, are you thinking that these kids are getting, it's pushed on? Or because that's kind of what I'm hearing is that.
So from my perspective of what I'm hearing, when you see the attraction, if I was a young kid not fitting in, and you see this whole attraction, this community that's celebrated, you're going to be drawn to that. So children can be so easily influenced that my fear would be, and this is just a personal perspective, my fear would be that if they see it and they, like I said, they might be drawn to it, and then you'd get more people deciding to be something that they're not. And then I've watched quite a few people that have gone online now in their early 20s and said, hey, listen, it was, their words were, it was pushed upon me when I was a kid, and now I've gone through taking the hormones and had surgery, and my body's wrecked, I'm highly likely going to have cancer in the next 10 years, and I regret it.
What if it was an opposite answer where, somebody got changed when they were younger, they just skip ahead and they're happy with their decision? Do you think that it's a choice that is always going to be right, or do you think there's a process where it can be accessible, where it's correct and it is, suitable as well?
Absolutely. I think that, yeah, absolutely. If something's right for somebody, then they're going to find it eventually. But I don't think that decision should be made pre 16, 14, 18. Like this is a lifelong decision. You can't get a tattoo till you're 18, right? This is a lifelong decision that you're making that, yeah, should be made as an adult. And then, so I have no issue with the aspect of somebody wanting to do it or not wanting to do it, wanting to be a lesbian, wanting to be gay. We need to focus on teaching children finance, budgeting, gardening, socializing. There's so many other things.
I agree with that part. There's more that they could teach in school that I didn't know how to, like business, like high school, like business and money and mortgages and stuff. I didn't know anything about that.
And if you look at Canadians right now, I'm not sure of the numbers, but it's a very high percentage of us that live paycheck to paycheck, that live, we're mortgage, what's that term again? I should have this right on the top of my tongue. Mortgage indebted. So most of our income's going towards our mortgage, our food, our cars, and yet we don't have a savings account that's going to take us 2 years if we broke a leg or something. So the fact that we're not taught these things at an early age and getting them instilled in us, I think that's a lot more important than giving you options on deciding what side of the fence you want to play on.
I appreciate how kind of open you are to both sides, because that's essentially I think it's great that people can come out and say their own thing, but sometimes I look at it and think there's so many things that kind of here that maybe somebody like yourself, I think you have a good point of view about things, and you've got a good point, but maybe it gets a little bit lost in translation with so many other things that are kind of being voiced as well, and it's unfortunate because you can't have it, but you kind of want to do one thing at a time, right? So you can kind of hear opinions from yourself, and I think maybe we see it differently, but I can certainly see where you're coming from, and I think you can see where I'm coming from too.
Oh no, I appreciate you sharing that with me too.
I think it's good. I think it's good that people can do this, but at the same time, I think it could be a better platform. I don't know what it is. Having these discussions is probably the best thing you can do, right? Have the one-to-one.
I'll tell you, I saw a meme last week where a young couple like yourself just had their baby. Oh, they said to the doctor, "What sex is it? Is it a male or is it a girl? Is it a boy or a girl?" And the doctor said, "Well, let's wait for the kindergarten to let us know. Kindergarten teacher to let us know." Well, that's kind of, I don't know, that to me, if the doctor started saying that, that's kind of weird.
I think I get the joke. I see where the humor is in that, but I think ultimately the meme should say, I think it's up to the kid, right? And that's what I think, and that's what I've been taught, is that, when somebody turns a certain age, and I think you've got a point about the age, I've got a tattoo of my arm, I can make that decision as well as how old, right? So I do understand.
Well, your country was probably 16?
Yeah, so I understand where you're coming from on that, and I would agree with that. I still do think that the option should be there, and I think so. I see the humor in that meme, but I would say that, really, if we're talking about logistically and legitimately, I think that should be, up to the individual themselves, right? So.
At what age did you get your tattoo?
I think I was 16, 17.
And how do you feel about it now?
Yeah,
still in favor? Yeah, not everybody regrets them.
Yeah, no. I'm not a very regretful person, to be honest with you. So,
Well, you're still young, though. Fortunately for you, it sounds like you have your own business, or are you employed by somebody? So you don't need to worry about wearing a shirtless shirt and offending anybody.
you see a lot of things about the economy we're in, but the whole world and what's struggling right now. I love Canada. I'm saying that for some reason from here actually. The reason I'm here is because I love it so much. I think it's the multicultural side of things as well, and I like how accepting it is the nation as well. Now whether people argue that that's too far left or right or whatever it may be, that's one argument or other. But a lot of the time, I'll be honest with you, I sometimes question where a lot of the anger comes from, because I think you guys have a good year. It's a very privileged place to be. There's a lot of disgust of the government, and I know that's always in any country that's going to be the case, right? But from my point of view, I'm a fan of this country, and that's why I'm here ultimately. So.
And I think, you said something that's absolutely bang on, that basically any country is always going to have an issue with the authority. And you know what? You get that within companies as well, right? Nobody generally likes their boss or their boss's boss, So is it just a thing of authority? That's said well.
Where I can't comment as well is for somebody like yourself, right? And you grew up here, and with all due respect, you're older than me, but I've only moved here, as I said, 7-8 years ago. So for you may have seen a change in the country in X amount of years. I've not seen that. I came from the country. I love the country. I'm here 8 years later, still love the country. I don't see much of a difference. Whereas somebody who's lived here for double my lifetime or whatever it might be, or they've seen that kind of inspiration, how it's changed. So it can be when I go home, things change. I don't like that all the time. So this is your home, and if you're seeing things changing and it's maybe not for your political views, you're not accepted, then it's going to be difficult for anybody. So I totally understand why things happen and why there's disagreements. And as you say, in business that happens, in politics that happens, and anything, teams it happens. So
yeah.
But it's just how do you get your point across? I know it's difficult in this time. There's so much opinion and stuff like that. So.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, being from UK, I know it is a lot of trends. I think are 5 years ahead of us over here. I've heard, anyways. So it kind of makes sense that you said basically, 14 years ago, ish, that this was already being presented as a thing. Wow. See, 4 years ago, we didn't hear about this. So that's a big difference. Right? And then all of a sudden to have the government just be throwing it at you, that causes yellow flags. And I'll tell you another yellow flag too, is that the fact that you're not allowed to go into schools and speak your opinion if it's not of this opinion. Right? So I don't know if you've heard of Josh Alexander, but he's a 16-year-old Catholic student that was thrown out because in biology he said God made man and woman and had that viewpoint. He's expelled. He's no longer welcome at that school.
Right.
But yet you can have pride flags all over the school and you can push that mindset, but you can't have the mindset of what your ideologies were from birth, per se. So the fact that free speech is getting squished here, but then promoted here, that's another yellow flag.
I think the issue is, and I think it's got to come from both sides. There's got to be neutral, right? There's got to be a fair say where each party can have their say without it becoming a fight, and without it being, from the left side, without it being homophobic or transphobic or whatever. Then also these people have to say to somebody who we go to church on a Sunday, we're followers of Christ, so we believe what we believe, right? Where we should be able to have a Christian point of view as well, right? So there has to be a good neutral point of view where we can accept what some people believe, but then also they respect us for going to church on Sunday, right? That side of things as well. So.
Absolutely. No, I agree with that 200%. And see, the Canadian flag for most represents that, right? We're supposed to be a multinational country, open to bringing in people from all around the world and not being biased or racist. I see humans as humans. We all bleed the same, we all die the same, we all live the same. So why do we need to start separating different groups out? That shouldn't be what Canada's doing, regardless of whether it's sex, religion, right? I don't maybe agree with your religion. I can sit here and chat with you. We can live beside each other and and be in peace. I don't agree there's a Muslim over there I don't know or agree and believe in his religion, yet I chatted with him for a bit, right? And last week I chatted with some lesbians, some homos, is that the right terminology? Homosexuals, and had great conversations with them.
We're all human beings at the end of the day, right?
That's what it comes down to.
And there's been opinions since the first day on Earth, you know, there's been opinions, I'm sure. So, you know, there's always going to be disagreements, but you have to see that neutral ground. And I think, you know, if you want Canada to be this free country where everybody can try and get on in harmony, I suppose you'd say, you know, there's always going to have to be a bit of slack cut on each end, right? Where you maybe you agree to disagree to some extent. It's never going to be, you know, your way completely, but you got to find a happy medium, right? And I think, you know, even this conversation now, I think, as we said, we probably disagree in some aspects, but I think there's definitely benefit in just speaking, you know, what you believe in, what your experience are. I'd say one thing, just on this note, what I don't like is you know, you hear a lot of, you know, the woke, the conspiracy, and the blah, blah, blah. And for me, I can only speak on my experience. So, you know, you tell me about this kid that's been expelled. I don't say it's not true, but I've never met the kid. I don't know his actual experience, other than maybe if I Googled it and found out what I read online. We know what online's like. We don't know what we read. So, for me, I only base my opinions off what I have from actual interaction with the individual themselves or myself. So, you know, with all due respect, that opinion might not change what my opinion actually is of, you know, a Catholic boy going to, you know, school and saying getting expelled. I'd want to chat to that boy before I made an opinion. I know it doesn't always work like that. I've not, you know, maybe met somebody individually who died of COVID or whatever it might be, you know, if we're going to get into that topic. But I don't like making a judgment on a situation without, whether it's my experience or somebody that I directly meet. So, you know, when I hear these stories, I just, you know, I consider it, but, you know, it doesn't necessarily change my point of view directly. But
I can understand that. There's and I
Too much information.
yeah, there's too much that goes around.
On the internet, yeah, you can't.
I always say you believe half you hear and nothing you see. Or sorry, nothing you hear and half you see. You know, and so I totally understand to question what, you know, some stranger sitting here saying that he knows about Josh, and all I know about Josh is reading the news articles and talking with him and seeing him going across the country now handing out Bibles because he has nothing else to do. He can't go to school. His parents have now been fired. They're in the education system. They've been fired for supporting him. And then hopefully this doesn't happen. But if and when the day comes that you guys have kids, and if your kids don't share some of your opinions and some of the Pride community, if they went into school and said what they're getting taught in church, for an example, what's in the Bible, for an example, that they don't get expelled. And, you know, kids shouldn't be silenced. You know, if you've got 10-year-olds with an opinion, why would they get silenced? You know,
a 10-year-old can have an opinion that's valid and that's promoted. Can a 10-year-old not then have an opinion on themselves and their body?
to speak it, absolutely. Not to make a life-changing decision.
Well, but if it wasn't like, so say we talk about transgender, and you know, there's a lot of transgender, I wouldn't know numbers, I'm not going to say that, but I do know some trans individuals who, you know, haven't gone through an operation. Would that be acceptable at that age?
I wouldn't see why not. I wouldn't see why not. Like, how you feel is how you feel, right? Like, if you tell me you're an alien, do I have to buy it? No. But will I, you know, and I'll probably call you crazy when I walk away. But, so I guess, you know, that's a hard question to answer, I guess, right? You got to respect people for, I guess, what they say and what they feel, and let them go on living their life that way. I wouldn't share my opinion if I heard someone say that, right? Like, even a couple of things you said today, I don't agree with, but I'm not going to share. Why? I'm not looking for controversy. I don't want to say you're a girl even though you're a male, you know, like, or I don't want to prejudge here, but do you know what I mean? So can a 10-year-old come up in class and say, hey, listen, I'm a girl trapped in a boy's body? I would have to say yes, they can say that. It's called you know, I'll speak my opinion, I guess. It's imagination. And imagination shouldn't be squashed. So if that imagination turns out to be a truth for them in the end, and they're happy with that.
Just a genuine question. So if you think it's imagination, you just think it's not maybe legitimate. Then it's just a trend that they're playing on rather than an actual,
It certainly could be at that age. At that age. Now, if they still feel that when they're 20, that now they've got 10 years or whatever age.
So what do you think about this? This is just kind of neutral, but we could probably discuss this. What do you think about I don't know what the process is to get the operation, whatever it might be. Maybe it's too slack right now. Do you think that maybe there should be a vetting process put in place then?
That'd be a great idea.
Yeah, to kind of where it's like, you gradually, whether it's counselling until you kind of make that decision. What is the agenda here? What is the ultimate purpose that everybody here is trying to achieve, but has the same point of view as yourself? You don't mind me asking that, Barrett. What would you like?
Two questions there, but so the personal question would be, the personal answer, I guess, would be, if someone's going to go through a situation like that, and I've had a life crisis of my own, and I went and talked to a psychiatrist for a few months, and I got past it. I moved on. So a neutral counselor, a neutral psychiatrist, some kind of process, and I would be too ignorant to be able to describe what that process should be, but absolutely, before we spend tax dollars on life-altering surgeries for people that don't have a great success rate right now, depending what numbers you can believe, then there should be some kind of process just to make sure somebody's really, really dedicated, And if they're really dedicated and they want to do it, go ahead and do it. They're not hurting, especially if it's not tax dollars. They're not hurting me, right? If we're going to start spending $1 million for each transition out of tax dollars, how do you feel about that?
Well, I don't think $1 million is the right number.
I heard 1.3 in the States.
I just don't think that's correct, because, look, we can disagree on that, but I do know somebody directly that paid out from out their own pocket, and it wasn't anywhere close to that. It was low 5 figures, so this is where my experience comes in, where,
And I'm open to hearing, learning, and I just heard that stat from the States.
Maybe the States is different, and there's somebody from the UK, so, as I say, we're maybe 14 years advanced or whatever it may be, so.
And also maybe some is supplemented from the government?
No, because this was private, because the waiting list from the government was too long. So,
okay.
It was a good question, though, but no, this was private. And I'll give you a number. I think it was around £23,000, so that may come out to
40, 35, yeah.
So,
and then the medication?
I don't know about that. So, yeah, look, even then, $50,000 tax.
Oh, it's way less. Yeah, absolutely. No.
Look, yeah,
so now I've got two viewpoints on that, so that's great. And I'm going to look for some more research and see if I can find out the truth on it. No, that's absolutely great, because, when I heard it was that amount, I thought, man, it's a major surgery.
But the States as well, I know how expensive it is for any medication.
Yeah, it is big bucks in the States. You're right.
I probably wouldn't doubt it.
Because I know a surgeon that just finished school 8 years ago now, and she went down to the States because it's 5 times the pay. So if it's 5 times the pay, then they must be paying a lot for surgeries and stuff. So no, that's interesting though, that to hear that UK it's a lot cheaper. Wow. That's pretty shocking. But that's good to hear though, and this is I really love listening and learning things and discovering new things, so I really appreciate you guys taking a minute to chat with me.
Agendas here, or different topics like the digital chips,
signs that don't make sense.
Yeah, or just that we don't understand.
Just
to have a good conversation about something that we do have opinions on. I think it's really good.
So the digital chips, have you seen those before?
No, I've not heard anything about
We're wondering what the heck that.
So they're in trials places now. You can get them put here on your hand, and then that's your ID, your payment method. You can just go ahead and go beep.
I've seen
beep.
that one in Japan or something. You can pay with your.
Yeah, it's just a little chip that they put in your hand, and then you can use that for your health card, your driver's license, Your medical records will be stored on there. Everything. So if you were in Mexico and had an accident, then they'd be able to get your medical records and everything right off you, and also track where you are.
What's Aaron Rosso?
That one I don't know. I just saw that one today. I don't know Aaron Rosso for. Can you see it?
Human implant.
Human implant.
Oh, that's probably maybe the person at the WF meeting that was promoting and saying that we're going to have that incorporated in the next 10 to 15 years.
I'll have to do a bit of research on that because I've not heard anything about that, but that's interesting. It certainly is.
Yeah, well, younger generation, you guys are probably thinking, I'm just guessing, oh, well, that would be cool. So easy just to pay for everything. Wow.
You already got it on your phone, so things are developing quickly.
So a colleague at my office where I work, he's 23. He just started. He just got his license, and I've been helping him out a little bit, and I've been conversing with him about this stuff, and asked him his thoughts. He said, "Well, why fight? It's coming anyways." He said, "It's nothing we can do about it. If the government decides it's going to happen, then it's going to happen. So we might as well just go with it."
Do you think genuinely, like just an honest question, do you think, relatively it's a small group of people outside, right?
Oh, yes.
Do you think it's going to make a significant difference to the result of what happens next, whether it's to do with the chips or what do you think?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, I would have to agree. Unfortunately, I'd rather go down fighting.
Yeah.
For what I believe in.
And then you're proud of you got that.
But no, it's unfortunately what the globalists, I call them parasites, not elites.
Right.
What they've decided is going to be our future.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's going to be our future.
Yeah.
We're too small. I talked with some people last summer that said we need to storm Ottawa.
Well,
and take it over, like they did in 1792.
Yeah.
Okay, in 1792 they did it physically, overthrew the government,
Yeah.
took over the fort at the time, excuse me, and said, listen, you forgot that you're for the people.
Yeah.
And then the government changed a bunch of laws to try to make it, okay, yes, we did, they got too powerful.
Yeah.
So if you had 1 million people come here and storm the place and take it over and say, hey, wait, back up, guys, don't forget.
Yeah.
Democracy means the people get to choose.
Yeah.
See, in our country, this is my opinion, democracy means every so often we get to choose our ruler, our dictator, our prime minister.
Yeah.
We don't get a say in stuff.
So what about the referendum or the votes? Are you believing that that's not accurate and that maybe there's a rigged, I suppose would be the word, but we're talking about the country gets to vote itself. Do you think there's an honest poll, or is it what's your point of view on that?
On whether our elections are rigged or legitimate. Well, you got to think on our last election, our prime minister had 24% of the vote. Yet he's our prime minister, with 24%, because the NDP backed him up.
Okay.
So an NDP had 30-something%, I forget.
Okay.
So that in itself, 24% of the Canadians wants this guy as a leader, and he gets to be leader. Well, that's a pretty low number to me.
Yeah.
So the whole way that now they can team up together to try to put somebody in power. Well, that doesn't seem right.
No.
And so for major decisions, for an example, potentially NATO's got a decision to make in a couple months whether they're going to go to war with Russia, okay? Ukraine's getting slaughtered, all right? Ukraine's going to be done by the end of the summer, maybe August, September at the latest, okay? So NATO's going to have to decide whether we're going to say to all our people, sorry, we were wrong.
Yeah.
We wasted billions of your dollars, or is NATO going to step in and do what they wanted to do in the beginning, which is have a war with Russia? Are you going to get a vote on to go in that war? No, you're not. Am I going to get a vote whether Canada should go to war? No, I'm not. How many Canadians do you think want to go to war with Russia? I bet you it is a very, very low percentage.
Yeah.
Like that's going to potentially be a doomsday war.
Yeah.
Russia's already said it will defend its sovereignty with nuclear weapons. They've got over 3,000 of them.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a lot of one button push, and they've already got them all targeted. So if you live in Ottawa, Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, all our big cities here in Canada, say goodbye.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys might be okay where you're at, as long as you're 400 kilometers away. You know, you should get away from the fallout.
Yeah.
But the reality is, we don't get a vote.
Yeah.
Like, for an example,
But how would we?
Hungary in 2021 said to its people, listen, there's a pride ideology coming from the West.
Yeah.
They want to teach children that they get choice
And how's Hungary's economy?
on whether they want to be male or female. Let me finish and I'll answer your question.
Yeah.
Hungary did a referendum,
Right.
did a vote.
Yeah.
They had over 6 million votes say no.
Yeah.
And now, U.S. is sanctioning Hungary, another NATO country, because they won't push pride on people.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that not an agenda?
You're educating me as well. This is stuff I've got to do my research on. But
So that, and the Prime Minister said to the West, listen, we are a true, don't worry, he's facing that way.
No,
Should be anyways.
Oh, it's okay.
What's that? It's paused?
No, it's okay.
That's a true democracy. So look, you probably have a phone here somewhere. You've got an email. You probably bank with your email. That should be a pretty secure device then, right? I transfer money using my email all the time. Well, why can't we have an app from the government that says, hey, we're about to make a major decision. We throw it out to 1 million already pre-vetted people where they make sure you're a Canadian citizen.
Too much sense, I think, to be honest with you. You're talking too much sense.
Well, you asked the question, how would you do that?
Yeah. No, that's
So I met this guy just outside of North Bay, actually, last summer. And he was saying one day in 10 to 15 years he wants to be Prime Minister, and he wants to turn our system upside down where the people actually get a say.
That would be a fantastic, and we've got things like social media, and where how many people are on that, right? So there is the infrastructure for it, really. Let's be honest.
Absolutely. So within 24 hours you could have 1 million people have a vote. Right. So that to me is a true democracy, where the people actually get a say. They don't just get to say who they put in the seat of power. They actually get to say in what happens. I'd be all for that.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
I'd vote for that.
I
would fight
I'd
for
vote
that.
for that too. So because then it is the people's say.
And then you accept the decision. Because the majority of the Canadians felt that that's right. Then obviously that's right.
I suppose the issue is
And
always
you go
going to
with
be
it.
that then you said that the individuals are going to be vetted, which I think would be very important. But then I suppose whenever there's a 49% are unhappy with the agreement, they're going to then play into but it was rigged. Or there's always going to be. But I think they're I'm just rambling on, but I'm just saying that I think that there's always going to be a party that's unhappy, right? Or individuals that are unhappy.
Absolutely. And
but
I think
if that was an idea that was in the pipeline, then if you can do it properly, that's the only way that makes sense.
Well, just say let's just say if you needed 60 to 70% say yay, right? Say yes. To actually get it just passed. And then if it was a 49-51, well then the government does their theater thing that they do now, and then they come up either with a revote, or they get a different million people, or they make it a 2 million people vote. They have some kind of further along thing to try to get it, and at some point in time, these guys make the decision that they're paid to do, right? But at the first time, it should go off to the people. They should be informed and educated, and then make a decision. And like you said, I think that sounds too logical. It takes away the power from these guys, so they're not gonna go for that at all. What did you go to university for? Nursing? Oh, fantastic. So RN? Oh, wow. That's gonna. So you're doing that now then? How do you like it so far?
It's great.
Yeah. Are you in the emergency room? No.
Older people.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that'll be good then.
Psych.
Okay. That sounds all right.
That kind of
Oh,
stuff.
okay. Oh, that's the sad part.
Yeah.
My ex-wife worked with seniors, and that can be a very hard. If you've got a heart, that can be a very hard job. So I thank you for doing that, because we need people to do that. And I'm sure it'll be a very successful career for you.
Thank you.
They say now, I think I've heard basically the nurses are the real doctors, and the doctors just step up once in a while.
Yeah, they just walk in for 5 minutes and ask the nurses what's going on, and then they leave.
Make a little quick signature on
Yeah,
something
there you go.
where the nurse said sign here.
Yeah.
No, a client of mine, she is a retired nurse. I've done it for, I don't know, she's 72, so done for a long time. She lived in the UK for a bit. That's where she actually started being a nurse, and then came here and did it, and yeah, they're pretty well off. So I saw the job bang. I know what you're looking at. No, and you know what? And it's well earned. It's well earned. I really do believe that. The emotional stress that we got to deal with, some of the gore you got to deal with, I couldn't deal with that.
Me neither.
I couldn't deal with that.
Lots of that.
I think the only one that's got step up on the gore would be like maybe firemen. Right?
That's a tough one.
Like I spoke to a friend.
Paramedics.
A fireman I spoke to once. He said, you know, some of the gore that they've dealt with, that he's dealt with, it's actually really PTSD because of the trauma that they get from. He said, when you come to a crushed vehicle and you got to take a take a baby out of the back seat.
You can get like, it's like, I don't know if this isn't the actual name, but it's like PTSD leave. Like where, not PTSD, but if you've had a traumatic event, you can get a leave for that because you're so traumatized. If you've had
I'm sure you'd need
event
it.
happen like that, or a paid leave, obviously.
Yeah, I could totally see
You
it.
can't really help what you are seeing.
So I'll just tell you guys, just since we've been chatting for fun. So I'm a realtor. Sell real estate for a living. I've taken 2 weeks off to come here and protest our MPs and senators on the last 2 weeks of their working. So this is my holidays this year. And so I just came basically to let these guys know that I'm not pro-war. I am so anti-war. You know, obviously, somebody starts invading our country, I'll be the first one to sign up to help and get trained and to do what I can. Like, can you imagine, you know, we just talked about gore. Can you imagine being in Ukraine right now and seeing the gore there? Like seeing body parts everywhere? Like I watched this one lady, she's a Canadian, she's a journalist, she's been going to war zones for the last 17 years. She's over there and has been for about 3 years. And she's on the eastern side, and she's sitting there in her hotel room, and all of a sudden you hear this sound behind her of incoming. And she's been in so many war zones, she doesn't even flinch. Oh, that one's got to be at least 2 kilometers away, she says. No need to worry. And then the bang of the artillery going off from the guns beside her. Oh, that's outgoing, don't worry about it. It's like, I can't even fathom. And as you said, us being privileged here in Canada, okay, we can't even fathom what that is.
And I think that's where, like, when the convoy thing was going on, that was the start of the Ukraine situation as well. And I played hockey with a few Ukrainian boys who were really asking for help. They needed, you know, and it was really tough for me to see. So at the time, for me, I was like, you know,
were they Western or Eastern?
I don't really know the region that they're from, to be honest with you. That's my ignorance. But you know, so at that time when the convoy stuff was going on, and that was going on, I was texting my friends and just like sending my condolences, not that that's anything, but just that it was so tough to see what they were saying, and it was really sad. And then it does make you kind of step back a bit and say, look, Canada, we've got some tough times in our economy. It's a tough time. I appreciate real estate. You know, last year and stuff like that. You would have seen it firsthand. Possible for you young, you know, just little like things like that. And I know that these can stem into big things, but when you see that the bloodshed on your backyard, you know, it's so sad. And
it's got to be a different world. Like I can't fathom it. I haven't been there. I haven't saw it.
And that's why I've been so kind of this, you know, step back away from, you know, opinions on vaccines and opinions on, you know, what we've discussed today, because, you know, I know it's important. I appreciate it's important to some people, and I appreciate that it's a big topic. But you know, there's a lot of, you know, hurt that goes on in the world, and a lot of things where, you know, we're very privileged where we are in the world. I think kind of, you know, everybody I think can agree on that. But I know there's still issues, as there is anywhere, in a job, in a business, like we've said. You know, there's always conflict or disagreements. But you know, right now we don't have those, you know, missiles going off. You know, so we have to be grateful for what we do have, but I do still appreciate how important things like this are to people, and it's got to be important that people can have their say on their opinions and stuff. So I really appreciate what you're doing, just having the questions as well in the chat. But yeah, it's certainly a difficult topic to discuss. But
So you guys vacationing for the weekend? Or are you going home?
yeah, we're gonna be going back tomorrow. Yeah. So,
Have you been along the trail along the river?
no, if not.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's really
so,
nice.
yeah,
It warms up a bit, or when you want to, maybe in the morning, whatever. Just, you know where it's at?
Yeah.
It's a nice hike. You just go down here and then come up at the end here.
Okay, cool.
And beautiful little walk.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it anyways. Check out the canal. And then another thing I suggest, if you got the time and the mall, you got the money, is that amphibus that you see go by here.
That red one?
There's two red ones.
Okay.
There's one that's a double decker, and then there's one that says amphibus on the side of it, and it's got like a canoe-shaped bottom.
Oh, I seen
That one
that
goes in the
earlier.
river.
Oh, does it really? Wow.
It'll take you around here. It'll show you different. It'll take you to the Prime Minister's house. It'll go by some of the embassies.
Yeah.
And then it takes you for a swim. Go behind the Parliament Hill.
Do you know how much that is?
It's $40 each.
Oh.
Not bad.
I didn't for the half hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
didn't
cool,
mind
though.
paying it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I didn't mind paying it. I thought it was for what I got, for the bit of education I got, for the tour of some of the buildings, for the experience in going from a bus into a river.
Yeah, that alone is the $40.
Yeah, so if you do try it, front seat, so then you get the good splash when you go into the river. And
oh, cool. Appreciate your recommendation.
Yeah.
Before we go though, just tell me a bit about is this like your personal page, or do you have a page that you run for these? Tell me a bit about it.
So yeah, I'm actually gonna shut it down right now. I don't think anybody's still wall. A couple people. Hey guys, I'm shutting her down. Play safe, stay out of trouble. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend. I'm gonna still try to go to the marketplace, and we'll definitely see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.